Ooh.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Barrel Age Flicks. How's everybody doing tonight?
Hello.
Good.
They'll do well.
Good.
We got a full house today. We are finally doing a movie that I've been trying to do for, God forbid, like 2-3 years now. So we got a full house. We got Ray from Deluxe Edition. We got Mike from Take on the World. And we got our little Crystal here from Barrel Age Chicks.
Hello.
So we got a Barrel Age Chicks here. So
you sound like a Teletubby, Crystal.
Hello. Fucking.
She even sounded like one more then.
Yeah.
I would love to be one.
Oh my God.
So I'm going to let you guys plug your shows. Ray, go ahead and plug your show.
I am Ray. I am a part of the Deluxe Edition with Casey and Ray. We are a pop culture podcast. We talk shit and interview celebrities.
Awesome. And I think you're releasing a show this Sunday, I believe, the Sunday that we're releasing this.
I think so.
Awesome.
You know, stranger things have happened.
And Mike, go ahead and plug your 2 shows that you got.
I am Mike D. My first show is Take on the World. Me and my partner, John. We drop our shows usually on Thursday at noon. It's every other Thursday right now as we're getting back into it because we took some time off. We basically talk shit and look at stuff throughout history. And the second show is Berks County Unsolved Deluxe Edition. It is also with Casey. And we look at unsolved murders in Berks County and the surrounding areas.
Yes.
And you can find them any place you listen to podcasts and on socials. Just search Berks County Unsolved or TOTW Pod, and you can find us.
Awesome. And then we also got Crystal from BAC, if you want to plug BAC.
Yeah, it's Barely Chicks, the female half of you guys.
Yes, the girl's perspective, which is awesome. And I'm probably going to get a punishment shot here because I left my phone at the bar, which has all my fucking notes. So you guys mingle for like 30 seconds while I grab my phone.
Ooh, our producer unprepared.
Somebody's a bad boy.
If Stu were
Again.
here.
Okay, so before he gets back, Ron gets a punishment shot, right?
Yes.
I mean, if Stu
Okay.
were here, I'm in his seat. I have to.
Oh, no. Stu would definitely call for a punishment shot. So I will go ahead and take one, but I will
I
probably
was saying, because it was voted already, Ron. You got to take one.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and take my punishment shot, but I will take the shot after we do the review because I don't want to ruin my taste buds. So unless it's a self-destruct or something like that, so we'll see what we got
I
here.
was rooting for you, Ron, but it was 5-0.
Oh, shit. I'm curious. What the fuck is this going to be? It better not be a Crystal Picks. I got a barrel of punishment. Okay. I haven't had that in a long time.
Lucky.
Let's see. I'm just going to grab one, and I am pulling a Deep Eddy Peach.
Ooh.
Deep Eddy Peach. So it's some peach drink. I don't know. Vodka, I
Betty's
guess.
actually really good.
Yeah, so it's something sweet. But for today's show, of course, we are doing the movie Scrooged. Like I said, this is something I've been wanting to do for many years. We just haven't gotten to it. But we're going to go ahead and review the first drink. Ray has a different drink for the table because he didn't get it. He's actually got one of the beers that he enjoys. So he's going to review his beer. Ray, what are you drinking today?
Today I am drinking Fatheads Brewery's Pimp My Sleigh.
Oh, nice. I like the name.
Nice.
which is a lovely 10.5% Christmas ale.
Okay, awesome. So you're going to go ahead and review that.
I've never had this one, so
well, it's gonna-
let's see what it tastes like.
All right, cool. And we are doing now for Christmas shows, we normally do like a Christmas cocktail. So it doesn't have to be related to the movie. It could be just a Christmas cocktail or something like that. So me being a big fan of eggnog, I was looking through Christmas cocktail lists and I found this thing called a bourbon milk punch.
This is a weird one, man.
Yeah, so this is apparently what I also said underneath. It said eggnog without the egg. So what it has is 2 ounces of bourbon, which I actually used Son of a Santa bourbon from the Chad Dukes Flying Ace Farm. Also 3 ounces of whole milk, 1 ounce of simple syrup, 2 dashes of vanilla extract, and then garnished with nutmeg freshly grated. So yeah, you just shake it in a shaker and you put it all in there, put the nutmeg on top, and it smells and looks like an eggnog. So and I know that somebody has something different for the whiskey or what was no, somebody has a different type of syrup.
My simple syrup is it's brown sugar simple syrup.
Brown sugar syrup. Yeah, because you never regular
Because
simple
that's what
syrup.
I had.
I don't think that's going to make a difference, really. Well, it might a little bit, but I don't know. It might be better. It might not. So, you guys ready?
Yeah.
It smells good.
Skål.
Prost.
Cheers, Ray.
Cheers.
Adam. And Anna's
Cheers.
also here to also do a review of our bourbon milk punch.
It isn't bad.
Very.
It isn't great. It isn't bad.
It tastes like a watery eggnog because eggnog is more of like a thicker texture.
Yeah.
The nutmeg really gives into it. Crystal's just having that look like I
No,
don't like this.
No, I happen to get a lot of the nutmeg like right in my sip, so I'm like, I have that weird dry like. Where-
Granule.
Yeah, but you know when you put like powder on top of water and it doesn't quite mix
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
dry on the inside.
Yeah.
Powder mouth.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I just ate a spoonful of cinnamon.
Okay, it always has that.
Nutmeg is cinnamon. They're completely different taste, though. Do you like nutmeg?
I do, yeah, but I also did the cinnamon challenge, so I was
Yeah.
having a flashback.
Okay, interesting. Interesting. All right, so Ray, how about you review your beer first? So this is the first time you having this. How is it?
I wouldn't say it's my favorite Christmas ale, but it's not bad. Just a little you know how most Christmas ales have more of a cinnamony taste to them.
Sometimes they've been very weak. We've had many Christmas ales on the show, so
Yeah, this one's pretty weak on the cinnamon flavor, which is disappointing because I go to Fatheads Brewery all the time.
yeah. And this is the one for this year or something like that, like their seasonal.
Yeah, they do seasonal beers like this all the time, but it's not my favorite. I like the Breckenridge Christmas ale a lot better.
Yeah.
Got a lot more cinnamon. I think it's just because this is a 10.5, it loses a lot of the flavor.
Right.
So
That's
I don't know.
one. That's
I'm gonna
one
drink
thing
them
that
though.
a lot of beers.
All right,
can-
so what do you give it? 2 thumbs up, 1 thumb up, thumb down?
I'll give it 1 thumb up.
1 thumb up. That's not bad.
It's still going to get the job done and put me in the Christmas spirit.
All right.
What's the base beer for that? Is that like a triple or an IPA or?
No, it's a Belgian style Christmas ale.
Okay.
Okay, so it's
Interesting.
probably a Belgian double at least.
Okay.
Well, they have another one that's a Christmas ale that's only like 7%. So that one's probably better. But it didn't have as good of a name. I think it was like Jolly Balls or something like that.
Jolly Balls. I like the names though, but that's the thing. It's the same with beer art. Really pulls you. The name of the beer will also pull you, but then sometimes it will taste like utter shit. So it's just how they grab you and everything else. Mike, so you're
that's like Mad Elf. You ever had that one?
yeah. Yep.
I think that's my least favorite beer of all time. It tastes like burnt wood poured into an old boot.
God.
What was the one you had for Shrek?
That was a waffles.
The waffle one.
That shit was
Oh,
that was-
delicious.
That was good.
I didn't like it.
I thought
That's
it
the
was
only
pretty
one you
good.
liked.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Well, maybe
I
you
had
lost taste in it or something like that.
I don't know. I remember on the show, you're like, "Oh, this tastes like pancakes. I love it."
Because it's got all that fucking syrup taste to it. So, Mike, your first time with this bourbon, bourbon milk punch with the brown
I
sugar.
don't like the smell of it.
Okay.
It smells a little floral and soapy to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
This was my Christmas beer. It's
Ugly.
New Trail ugly sweater.
Okay. I like that. I like that.
Love it.
It tastes. It smelled a little soapy, so the smell is a little off-putting, but the taste isn't bad. I give it like a 1 1/4.
Does it remind you of eggnog?
Well, I'm Pennsylvania Dutch, so I don't get eggnog from it at all.
Okay. Well, I mean, like I said,
is that because you didn't wash the glass properly that you think it tastes like soap?
I was just getting ready to ask the same question.
No, the glass was washed properly. I have beer clean glasses in my house.
All right. So you said a 1 1/4?
1 1/4.
Okay.
Like if it was at a party, I'd definitely drink it.
Yeah.
If I went to a bar and this was one of the options among others, I'd probably order something else.
Okay. All right. Adam and Anna.
I think I tasted it first. I think I got a little bit more of the nutmeg, so I almost had the same problem that Crystal had.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't bad. I would say I'd 1 1/2.
1 1/2? Okay.
Yeah, it was. The taste was good, except for, like I said, just a little bit strong on the nutmeg. But I just think that was just because I took the first sip and it was floating on top.
I know that
Other than that,
the simple syrup really makes it sweet. You can taste the sweetness in it with the simple syrup and everything.
yeah. Well, we had to. Well, I'll let Ada explain how she concocted this.
Okay.
She did it a little bit differently, so I'll pass it off to her.
All right, Anna.
The only thing I did different was I didn't have whole milk, so I used some whatever milk we had and a little bit of half and half to make it creamier.
Okay. Is it like like oat milk or something like that?
No, I had like 1% milk or something.
Oh, okay.
So I thought that was gonna be not quite right. But
2% is all we have in the house. It's just the fat content within the milk.
Yeah, I went fatty. I bought whole fucking milk for this one. I went exactly what I wanted to get is whole milk. I couldn't see doing skim. It is very watery for whole milk, though. I was expecting to be a little bit more thicker. But Anna, what do you give it?
I really liked it. I give it a 2.
Oh wow, okay,
Yeah.
you give it a 2.
I don't really like eggnog, but I enjoyed this.
So you could actually drink this more, can you?
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
The one I have upstairs. He asked me which bourbon I used.
Yeah, what bourbon did you use?
The one I have upstairs. I don't remember
brown
what
one?
it is. It has brown liquid in the bottle that's like about this.
Nice. All right, we're gonna go over to Crystal on her review of this. So, Crystal, what would you give this bourbon milk punch? Oh, she's really thinking it here. Do you like it? or
She's
do you
been
not like
pondering it for a while, honestly.
I have, because I'm in a predicament, because every time I take a sip, I'm met with the same damn powdery feeling. So I
Almost made me
Swear to
spray.
God, dude.
oh, you can spray your white stuff everywhere.
Hey, at least I didn't puke on his arm like last time. I remember.
That was rough.
Yeah, I know.
Pissed.
Yeah, I got punished for it. So you don't know yet, huh?
So,
You want to go back to you?
yes, skip
Okay.
it. I'm about to be really uncouth.
Wow, this is interesting. All right, Chase, how about you, buddy?
Yeah, you get in there, bitch. Deep.
All right, Chase, what do you give this?
I'm gonna give this give it a 1.
Okay, that's good.
It's not great.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's fair to Midland.
Yeah.
It tastes like somebody took bourbon and added milk to it. It's weird.
Well, with a little bit of sweetness to it, though.
No,
You don't taste the sweetness?
it's there. It just tastes like a sweet bourbon and milk.
Okay.
It's watered down milk, or it's bourbon downed milk, and it's watered down bourbon. It's I don't
Vanilla.
I don't know, man.
Ooh, imagine if he had the vanilla paste I have at home.
Yeah.
That would probably kick this bitch into high gear.
I have bourbon vanilla paste. It is fucking phenomenal.
See, what I can think is I could rim this with some vanilla frosting and then put the nutmeg around it. I think that would make it really good. But I don't know.
Probably.
I love nutmeg.
At
so.
that point, it would just be cake.
All right. So I give it a 1. Crystal, you ready? You want me to go and you go last?
I'm gonna give it a 1.
Give it a 1. Okay. Hey, you know what? 1's not too bad. I'm good with the 1. So
1 is higher than you've ever given anything with bourbon in it before. I will
Yeah.
say that.
So you don't taste much of the bourbon in there.
I do, but also it's like the nutmeg is doing a good job.
Yeah.
Once I fingered it and got everything mixed up real good.
Okay. Me, myself, I actually really like this. I'm not going to give it a 2, but I can give this a 1 3/4. This is actually not too bad. It actually does remind me a little bit of eggnog, but eggnog tastes a whole lot better.
I might actually order this at a bar, though.
Yeah, it's good. I don't mind it. This is good, and it does
Imagine
taste.
it warm.
It does. I don't like warm
No.
milk.
See, I do though.
No,
I mean, do you
thank
guys drink warm milk? Because I'm not a big warm milk fan.
Not
No,
if
no,
I
no.
want to keep my appetite.
See, I lucked
I don't
out
even
when
drink
missed
cold
with
milk.
coffee.
my family also makes their like. It's either their eggnog or something. They make some kind of creamy drink on the stove,
Yeah,
and we're so impatient. They're like, give me a fucking mug.
right.
Cojito?
I don't fucking know the
Do they
name
make
of it.
cojito? Oh,
All I know
wanna
is that
get some
after like
fucking
one
cojito
glass,
this year.
everybody is fucking turned.
Oh man.
Even Nana.
Yeah, that's meth.
If my family knows how to make meth and they're keeping that money from me, fuck them.
That's what the camper's for.
Well-
Don't talk about the meth camper.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to say that this drink was a success because it was 1 and up for almost everybody. There was no negatives or anything like that. So I'm happy with that. I gave it 1 3/4. I think this is good. It's no eggnog. Eggnog is better. I like eggnog, especially with black Kraken. Kraken and eggnog is really good. No, you should try it with Kraken. That is really good.
I swear to God, I thought you
Yeah.
were about to say with black crack in it.
No, black
Yeah,
Kraken.
I heard that too.
I was like, what the fuck,
Yeah,
man?
that would have been a little bit different. So that is our drink review. We're gonna go ahead and get into the details of the movie. The movie that we're finally doing is Scrooged, released November 23rd, 1988. So I know that some people here actually saw it in the fucking theater. So
One person here.
No, we see even Ray. I knew it. Oh, so Mike,
okay.
Ray, and
I saw it.
Adam have all seen this in the theater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
the old guys.
yeah.
Fair enough.
I was still in kindergarten when it came out. I mean, seriously. Let's see, 1988. So I was born in 83.
I don't think my parents were even
5 or
together
6
yet.
years old. So yeah, Jesus Christ, that is fucking crazy. So all 3 of you saw this in the theater. That is funny.
Yeah, my parents weren't even
This is the
together yet.
first thing I
don't
saw
think.
after I got out of boot camp.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, nice, nice. This movie is directed by the late Richard Donner, which has
Mine had
actually
started
done an amazing amount of movies. He did Salt and Pepper. He did The Omen. He did Superman, 1978 with Christopher Reeve. He did Lady Hawk. He did The Goonies, another classic right there. He did Lethal Weapon, Lethal Weapon 2, Lethal
Such a
Weapon
classic.
3, Lethal Weapon 4. He's also done Radio Flyer. He did Conspiracy Theory with Mel Gibson, another great movie.
Radio Flower was fantastic too.
Yes, he did 16 Blocks. He did Timeline, and he did a favorite of mine, which is a great Mel Gibson comedy western, Maverick, the remake of Maverick.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, he did a great job with that. The production budget of this movie was $32 million. It grossed $60.33 million at the box office. The reviews for Rotten Tomatoes were a 69% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, but the user score is a 75%. So this is actually a well-loved Christmas movie. This is, in my opinion, a Christmas classic for a lot of people. You guys would probably agree with that. It's a great fucking movie. The main cast of this movie is Bill Murray as Frank Cross. We got Karen Allen as Claire Phillips, Frank's former love interest. We got John Forsythe as James Cross. We got Bobcat Goldthwait as Elliot Loudermilk. David Johnson as the Ghost of Christmas Past. We got Carol Kane as the Ghost of Christmas Present.
What was that name you just said? David who?
David Johansen.
That's all right. I
That's a
wasn't
little
sure if
better.
you called him Johnson.
Yeah, I know. I looked at it. Right when you said it, I corrected it. It's Johansson. I don't have my glasses on, which is stupid of me. I should be wearing my glasses. We got Alfred Woodward as Grace Cooley. We got Robert Mitchum as Preston, and Jamie Farr as a guest star. We also have what's the Olympic
Mary Lou Retton.
yes,
Lou Retton.
Mary Lou Retton in there. That's not in my
I
cast.
just want to interject here. How many times have we run into problems with you not having your glasses on?
I don't know. I'm not getting I already got to take a fucking punishment trying to drink this shit. So I don't have to wear my glasses all the time.
No.
I mean, it seems like you do.
Maybe,
Hey, I only messed up on one name.
Oh,
One
maybe
name.
you should get the old man glasses holder thingy so you
I
can just keep
probably
them around your
should.
neck.
I probably should. Yeah. Yeah. You guys
There's
suck.
a couple other cameos in there.
Oh, go ahead.
Mhm.
So, or do you want to wait till the fun facts at the end?
Oh, we can do it for the fun facts at the end. Yeah, I'm just going
Okay.
by the main cast. That's fine. Other movies that were released at this time. So actually some great fucking movies. They Live. You remember, guys, They Live with Roddy Piper
Oh,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
one of the best fight scenes in movie history, in my opinion. The movie Beaches. I've never seen that one. But I think that's Bette Midler or something like that. Working Girl with Harrison Ford and Sigourney Weaver. The Land Before Time. I actually saw that in the theater when I was a kid, so that was a classic. Cocoon: The Return. Other films: Talk Radio, Evil Angels, and Iron Eagle 2. Iron Eagle 2.
oh shit!
Yeah, Iron Eagle 2 came out. So, but that is the details for the movie right here. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. and then we're gonna get into the movie fucking Scrooged, man. I'm so excited about this. So we'll be right back, guys. Go ahead and listen to this little Coffee Bros commercial right here. Later. Hey, having a hard time trying to stay up, trying to record these podcasts late at night?
Or are you up late working, driving trucks, working in the shop, trying to provide for that damn family of yours?
You need coffee.
Well, let us tell you about this one company we got right here. It's called Coffee Bros. Now, they got a very select blend of different roasts: light roast, medium, dark, espresso. Now, each one of these has its own flavor profile.
These two brothers from New York made this amazing company with an amazing coffee that you could order online.
So you just had the espresso roast.
Yes.
And did that thing wake you up?
I couldn't go back to sleep. Oh, man. It was smooth.
Nice.
It had that nice chocolate taste to it. You can just taste the chocolate.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't give you that bite like other coffees do.
Or bitter.
No, definitely not bitter at all. This is smooth, sweet, aromatic. This coffee here will absolutely wake you up when you need it to.
The coffee here is dedicated to freshness, quality, and consistency. Use the code BAF10 to get 10% off your entire order. The link for the website is in our show description. And I'm telling you guys, it's worth it. This coffee keeps you awake, especially for the late podcasting that we do.
Yeah, it's very much needed.
Try out Coffee Bros. Coffee Bros! And we are back with Barrel Age Flicks with our guests here, Ray and Mike from Take on the World and Deluxe Edition and Berks County Unsolved. And we got BAC's Crystal. So we're going to talk about the movie Scrooged. And Ray fixed his little microphone issue. So what was the issue, Ray?
So I've discovered that a printer makes a horrible microphone. So simply unplugging that and actually plugging in my mixer actually was a big help to my sound quality.
It's amazing how that works.
Working.
When they talk about toner, that has nothing to do with sound. So,
Oh, man, this is great.
Key differences, sir. Key differences.
right.
And your headphones were...
I was curious as to why it kept shooting out pictures of Chase.
So look at that gorgeous motherfucker. I gotta print some of them out.
Oh, man. Merry Christmas. This is fucking great. So, like today, we were talking about the movie Scrooge, as the old folk here have seen it all in the theaters. We got to Mike, Ray, and Adam that's on in the theater, but me, Chase, and Crystal wasn't even anywhere thought of yet. You were 1999?
Yeah. My parents probably had just met.
Oh, geez. Wow. Wow. Okay. So when was the first time you saw this?
6 hours ago.
This is your first time watching this?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you've actually seen this. Okay. How about you, Chase?
This is my second watch through. The first one was back in probably 1994 or 96 or something like that.
Oh, so you saw it when you were a baby.
I was small.
Yeah. Okay.
You little wee youngin.
I've seen this probably about the early 90s. I remember seeing it on TV and many other times. And, just remembering it's another rendition of Christmas Carol, which actually in my notes here, there's over 50 renditions of A Christmas Carol, which is crazy because Christmas Carol's been used a lot.
Hey, what's going on with Twitch?
I don't know. I'm not really worried about the Twitch. I just had it live on Twitch. It's probably screwing up, but it's not a big deal. I was just putting it live just in case we needed to. We got 2 people watching apparently. So, but overall, the thing is about Scrooge is that it's a more comedic version of Scrooged. Of the Scrooge movie. There's a whole bunch of other ones. Like the one with Alistair Sim was actually one of my favorite from 1956, I believe. There's also the Muppet Christmas Carol. There's been the one with Patrick Stewart. There's been a whole bunch. So many, which is actually a question of mine. What is your favorite rendition of A Christmas Carol? Would it be Scrooged or is there any other one?
Well, I'll say this. This is the only one I own.
Oh, so this is the only one you own. Okay.
Yeah, I own this movie. This is a movie that I watch every year.
Yeah.
This is in my Christmas cycle.
Your Christmas tradition?
Yeah.
I get made fun of for my traditions. I watch this every Christmas.
I was listening the other day and I heard that.
Yeah, I get a lot of shit for my traditions because I have traditions for almost every month of the year.
I do too. Well, not every month, but I have movies at certain times of the year that I watch.
Yeah.
And this is part of my Christmas cycle. I always got to watch, and I'll watch it multiple times before Christmas.
Right.
I love this movie. This to me, because I'm a kid of the 70s and 80s. This is the epitome of the 80s.
Oh yeah,
This movie.
yeah.
So this is my and I've seen others. I've seen it on stage, and they're all good, but this just happens to be the modern one. Just happens to be my favorite.
Yeah, that's true. Ray,
Mhm.
what was your favorite?
I'm torn because Spirited is really fucking good.
Is that the one
Ryan
with Will
Reynolds.
Ferrell?
Oh, yeah.
I
Is that
haven't, I
really
haven't seen that
fucking
one
good?
yet. I actually want to see that one, even though I fucking hate Will Ferrell.
So that is, yeah, me too.
I've seen it like 4 times now, and it's got some good shit in it. So it's tough to pick between the two.
Okay.
I
have to
don't
look that
know
one
if
up.
I like Spirited right now more just because it's newer. And I've seen Scrooged like as much as you. I watch it every year.
Yeah, yeah.
And when when you saw it in the theater back in the 80s, that's a lot of viewing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Adam, how about you?
Favorite version? Well, I would say it's real close. This is probably the first, but the George C. Scott version from 1984 would probably be my
Oh,
closest.
yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
I
that is a
remember
good
that
one.
one. Yep. Mine is the All-Star Sim one from 1956. It's a black and white. It's got the classic God Bless Us Everyone from the it was just a great movie. Very old school, like made in it's a British movie. Came out. I just enjoy it, and it's actually a tradition to watch that every year. My dad actually turned me onto that one, and I really liked it. There's many renditions, but that one I enjoy the most. I just felt like he was the best Scrooge, in my opinion. Crystal, what is your favorite?
I'm actually the same. 1984.
George C. Scott. See, I
Yeah.
thought you would go for Muppet Christmas Carol.
See, as much as I enjoyed that, the first one I saw was the one with the guy with the really bushy side of his face.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
1999.
84.
No, 1984.
84.
George C. Scott. You know, the great actor from the 60s and 70s.
See, it's a tie between that one and the one with Patrick Stewart.
Okay. Yeah, that one I think
Yeah.
was made for TV, I believe, from what I remember. How about you, Chase?
Can't even think of it, honestly.
The Jim Carrey animated one. Is that your favorite?
No.
Although I will say Christmas Present in that movie was fucking.
He likes the Nick Cage one.
You would be a good Scrooge.
Honestly, I think I remember Ghosts of Girlfriends Past. It was pretty good. But I'm Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol.
Oh my God. Mr. Magoo's
It was
Christmas Carol.
fucking great.
There's so many versions of it. The animated one, I remember that. Mr. Magoo was always great. Didn't they also relieve like a live version of Mr. Magoo movie with like Liam Neeson or something like that?
No, it was Lindsay something.
No, it was Liam Neeson. I believe he played Mr. Magoo. It was a Disney
Liam Neeson played Mr. Magoo.
Naked Gun.
No, that is not
Leslie
Nielsen.
Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen.
All right, I
Leslie
got it
Nielsen.
mixed up. All right,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
I was at least was closer.
Yeah.
Lindsay, Leslie.
I get them both mixed up for some reason because they're close. Their names are sort of similar but different in a way. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But the first thing of this movie, I think everybody told on their favorite rendition. The first part of this movie is when you see the Christmas television shows as Scrooge, Father Loves Beaver, The Night the Reindeer Died, Bob Goulet's Old Fashioned Cajun Christmas, and the television show where they basically the slogan they say "You'll love it." So
I love that.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. I wanted to ask you guys which one was your favorite rendition. Like, what was first of all, Father Loves Beaver or Chases Beaver, whatever. That's fucking hilarious. You know, that's an adult joke altogether.
My
right
what?
there. Huh? What?
My what?
Father Loves Beaver. What I say
That's not
wrong?
what
You said
said.
Chases Beaver.
Did I say
You said
Chases
Father
Beaver?
chases beaver.
I said Father Chases Beaver.
I'll put on a collar. Padre.
out of those little three right there, what do you think was the funniest? Mike, start with you.
Well, I like the opening scene with Lee Majors.
Oh,
Yes.
with the night the reindeer died.
Night the reindeer died. I want to see that movie.
Yeah, I kind of
The
do.
Gatling gun that he was holding in that is the
Yep.
same one from Predator, but it was stripped down because he couldn't hold it.
Yeah.
It was too heavy.
That's fucking crazy. All right, so you and Adam both like that one. Ray, which one did you like?
Yeah, I got to go with the reindeer one.
The
That
night the
one's,
reindeer died.
I watched the
I
hell
wish-
out of that.
you
Yeah.
know,
Okay.
it's funny because I think that's where like the stupid machete thing. You know how they did the fake movies before those ones with Rodriguez and them, where they did Thanksgiving and all that. I think they
Yeah.
stole that idea from Scrooge.
Right on.
You know who was supposed to have the original the Lee Majors role?
Yeah, I read something that in the title. What's the trivia fact on that?
It was supposed to have been Chuck Norris,
That would have been fucking
but they
awesome.
couldn't. But he wasn't available. But they originally wanted Chuck Norris to play the role that Lee Majors did.
God, if Chuck Norris did that, that would have made it 10 times better, though.
Yes.
That would have made it 10 times better. Seriously.
He could have lifted the gun.
Right. Exactly.
Crystal, how about you? Which one did you like out of those three? Is it The Night the Reindeer Died, or is it Father Chases Beaver? Or Father Loves Beaver.
Not much better.
Gotta be the last one, just how funny it is.
Oh, the Bob Goulet's Old Fashioned Cajun Christmas with the alligator chasing him inside
No,
the...
she was talking about Father Loves Beaver.
Yeah, when you just said that, I'm like, I gotta go with that because it sounds funny.
Father Chases Beaver. Chase, how about you?
I want to see The Night the Reindeer Died.
Night the Reindeer Died? Yeah. I would have to pick the Night that Reindeer Died also. So altogether...
I'd watch that movie.
Yes.
Yeah. Me too.
This is the introduction of Frank Cross as being a TV producer and everything else. And seeing him in that role, first of all, Bill Murray hasn't acted since 1984's Ghostbusters. He actually was even thinking about retiring from acting. He was living in Paris at the time, and they got him for this role. So seeing him in this role come back, because 1984 all the way to 1988, 4 years off, he was actually really considering retiring from acting, and him come back in this role. I think Bill Murray nailed it out of the park with Frank Cross. I thought he did a good job as this fucking crazy, just like, very dark, especially when they show like the true meaning of Christmas, and just seeing like, what is it, like acid rain and roadway, what was it, for the
nuclear explosions
and everything else. And
heroin.
Oh yeah. The overdose.
Yeah.
You just see the guy go,
the heroin.
I thought that was so dark and how they went with it and everything else, but it was also
You
very
killed a woman.
It was interesting to see Bobcat Goldthwait inside this movie, because I'm sure everybody knows Bobcat Goldthwait from the Police Academy movies.
Yeah.
I believe he was also in another movie with a talking horse, I believe. You guys remember that one from the 80s?
What's that? Hot to Trot?
Something like that, where it was I think it was almost like a remake of Ed the Talking Horse, Mr. Ed or something like that. But Bobcat Goldthwait was pretty hilarious in this role as the like the very kind-hearted guy exec with the TV producers and everything else. But you see him going on this whole drunk side, where that happened in the 80s, where somebody gets fired, they go back with a shotgun and try and kill everybody. So they kind of brought that into this movie, but I thought it was kind of funny how they did that. But Frank Cross, go ahead.
That 4-year self-imposed hiatus from Hollywood after Ghostbusters, there was one other movie that came out, and I'm not sure if it was filmed before, during, or after Ghostbusters. He did 2 other movies came out after Ghostbusters that he was in, and one of them got such bad reviews, and that's why he took the 4-year hiatus. And I'm not sure if it was Nothing Lasts Forever or if it was Razor's Edge. I'm not sure which. I think it was Razor's Edge, but I'm not sure.
I've never seen those two at all.
I think it's Razor's Edge.
Yeah,
because he got panned bad for that movie.
Well,
Yeah,
he was in
it was a serious acting role. It wasn't a comedy.
Yeah.
And they just shit all over him. And this movie got shit on a lot by some critics too.
This movie wasn't well received, and I can understand that from what I can hear, from what I've read about. Bill Murray was hard to work with. He was actually very hard to work with Richard Donner. In fact, there was a lot of like changes to script and all kinds of issues throughout the set and stuff like that. But in my opinion, with the editing on this movie, it actually came out pretty good. But you can tell that there was probably a lot more cut out and everything. But I thought Bill Murray did a great job. He played just like fucking crazy lunatic, and he played a good Scrooge character, like more of a modern day Scrooge. When you think
Bill
about
Murray
it,
didn't follow the script. He ad-libbed almost all his lines.
which is Bill Murray.
I was going to say that's Bill Murray.
I mean, shit, Bill Murray. Oh, go ahead.
No, I mean, everyone should have known at that point that that's what Bill Murray does.
Yeah.
Like, if you think you're going to rein him in
Mhm.
and just
No.
all of a sudden he's going to read a script, you're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah,
Because the
right.
guy's been doing that his whole career.
Oh yeah, and
He
I
had
think
a calling card by then.
he doesn't even have a what is the person that helps with you with all the like a
Assistant?
Yeah, he doesn't have an assistant.
or a manager.
No.
He doesn't have a
Doesn't he have
manager.
yeah.
He has like
His brother. His brother answers the fucking phone when you call.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which his brother makes a
That
cameo
was-
in this movie,
Oh,
by the way.
Well, all three of his brothers were in this movie.
Yeah. Okay, I know the one that played his dad that gave him the meat. That's one of his brothers. What are the other two?
Yes.
His real brother in the movie was his real brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. James was his brother.
James.
That's his real brother? Okay, I didn't look
Yeah.
that up. I did not know that.
So James was his real brother. Brian Doyle Murray played his father,
Yeah.
and then Joel was a guest at
At the party. He was a chubby
at the
face
party
guy at
with
the
his
party.
brother.
No shit. I did not know
Yeah.
that. That's crazy. I know the other guy, the one that played his father. I've seen him in so many movies with Bill Murray. Shit, he's even in Christmas Vacation. He plays the boss that Eddie goes and grabs at the
Yeah,
end of-
I think Bill Murray puts his brother in almost every movie he does.
Yeah, but I did not know that his brother played his brother in the movie. I didn't know that. I didn't look that up. I didn't see that in the trivia facts. Is it his last name Murray?
Yeah, John Murray.
No shit. That's pretty
Yeah,
fucking
all of them
cool.
were.
But the first scene, basically, when you see him being a Scrooge and everything else, we see his boss come in, basically like being the warning ghost, like in the Christmas Carol, which I actually have a clip here. So let's go ahead and listen to it.
How are you, kid? You were... would you excuse me? I'll make myself a little drink. Bango! Blam! Blam! I don't mind you hitting me, Frank, but take it easy on the Bacardi.
See the golf ball coming out of the back of his head.
Yeah.
Oh. To old times, my friend.
And this is a constant like thing that you see in like Looney Tunes whenever they take a drink and it comes out of all the holes from the bullet holes.
Right.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It's Lou Hayward, your old boss, your best friend.
But you're... dead.
7 years.
Has it been that long? Geez, I mean, to look at you, I wouldn't have guessed more than 3 tops.
Oh, Frank. Frank, you are in trouble. Big trouble.
All right. Let's just say, for argument's sake, that you're right, that I am in big trouble. What exactly would that mean?
Look at me. Look at your future. Now, if you don't change your ways, you're gonna wind up doomed, just as I am. 1 minute. I'm on the 14th hole at Wingfoot.
Love this line.
Lining up a putt. A heart attack later, I'm a worm feast.
No. You're not a worm feast. You're an hallucination brought on by alcohol, Russian vodka, poisoned by Chernobyl. I've been under a lot of pressure lately. I've been putting on a big
Silence!
Ouch.
I had it all.
Ooh.
I was a captain of industry. Feared by men, adored by women.
Paid for
Adored. Let's be honest, Lou. You paid for the women.
I'm warning you, Frank. Don't waste your life as I did mine.
Waste? How can you say that? You're a legend in this business. You're the man who invented the miniseries.
Mankind should have been my business. Charity, mercy, kindness, that should have been my business. Don't wait. Get yourself involved. Now, it's too late for me, but it's not for you. You can be saved. You are going to be visited by 3 ghosts.
See, when it started off like this, it just started
3
like Christmas
ghosts,
Carol.
Frank. Expect the first one tomorrow at noon.
God, tomorrow's bad for me, Lou. As a matter of fact, the whole rest of the week is a washout. Ouch. Well, maybe we could have drinks, say Thursday. You, me, the ghost, Trader Vic's around 4.
No joke, Frank. This is your last chance.
All right. I could squeeze you in for a...
That scene altogether was just fucking great.
It kind of bothered me.
Why?
You're a CEO of one of the largest broadcasting companies in America, and you got Bacardi on your fucking bar?
I know. Bacardi is a cheap
Piece of shit.
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
you gotta remember, in the 80s, Bacardi was actually really popular.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
So was
Yeah.
Stoli. Stoli was the shit.
Hey,
Stoli is
Stolishna is still
horrible.
good.
Not as
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Whatever.
I actually we did.
Stolishная holds a
Yeah,
special
back in
place
the
in
80s,
my heart.
Party was a pretty big name.
Crystal, what did you think of that scene? Did you laugh at all, or did it? What did you think of the little golf ball coming out of the back of his head?
That was kind of funny, but
I think this is where it started its downturn.
Really?
yeah.
Probably why it got shit on by critics.
I
is
don't
because
see why. I think it's
this
great.
scene is where it left being Christmas, a Christmas Carol rendition to this feels like a high school play that Bill Murray's in.
Okay. See, I think we're going to have a lot of different opinions about this movie. I seriously think so, especially from the younger crew right here. So
I love when the mouse went back into his head.
right.
Yes, yes.
But altogether, I think Bill Murray, though, you don't think his acting was all that good in that scene? I mean, just
Bill Murray's
it's Bill Murray. I mean,
Bill Murray's acting is questionable at best at most things. He just happens to be funny doing it.
you need to see Lost in Translation because he's amazing in that.
Okay.
Lost in Translation is one of Bill Murray's probably better. Have you ever seen Lost in Translation? I'm sure you guys have all seen Lost in Translation, right?
Nope. I don't think I've seen it.
Really? No, that movie's completely ad lib. It's worth and it's a good movie to watch at midnight. It's a good night movie to watch, but it takes place over in I think Tokyo or something like that, I believe. But no, it's worth a watch. I think Crystal, you might actually enjoy it. It's a very good movie. It's got Scarlett Johansson like before she got really big, and it's a good movie. It's like a interesting romance. I got another clip here of Bill Murray's craziness before we get to the ghosts and everything. But this is another scene of Bill Murray, which I'm surprised that you don't think he's got good acting here.
Be happy with the path that you have chosen.
Well, I am happy with the path that I've chosen, you little bitch. In fact, I couldn't be happier. What are you, crazy? Yeah, buddy, I'm crazy. Crazy like a fox. Crazy enough to see through your little tricks. I'm back. I can see now no one could have been that simple and good and sweet and kind and decent, yet caring, wonderful. Not on this planet. No, baby. Not unless they had something to hide, some sort of trick up their sleeve. You wouldn't try to trick me, would you? But don't try to trick me today, because I'm back, Jack. Maybe we'll just check things out over there at Operation Reach Out. Pick a side, Grandma.
Yeah, no, I think that scene right there, just seeing him, because that actually happens after the first ghost scene, which we're going to get into the ghosts right now, which I thought were great renditions. Now, the first ghost in the taxi driver, isn't he a band member?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because I should know this, but I don't. So Ray, fill me in on that.
That's Buster Poindexter, which you know from Hot, Hot, Hot.
Hot, hot, hot.
Feeling hot, hot, hot.
Really?
Yep.
You've seen the video 1,000 times. That's Buster.
Yeah. I don't know why I've never known that. I thought he was actually more of like a rock band or something like that.
Well, he was.
Yeah.
Wasn't he in the New York Dolls or something like that?
I have no idea. Oh, so yeah, that's what he was.
Yeah, he was a cross-dressing front man, I believe.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, this is the
that was the most popular song though. Was Hot Hot Hot.
Oh
You
yeah, by
recognize it
far
probably.
his most popular song.
which was
Yeah,
I
by
believe
far.
80s, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And this is the Ghost number 1, the Ghosts of Christmas Past.
Also, hold on, Rondo. You got to remember though, he only got the gig because he was friends with Bill Murray.
Yeah, Sam Kinison was supposed to get that part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now who's that?
Sam Kinison?
What?
Sam fucking Kinison?
I don't know why I'm blanking on that name.
He's a comedian.
From the 80s?
Sam Kinison's most immortal words is, for every hot chick out there, there's someone tired of banging her.
I'm gonna have to I assume because I'll probably have the picture at the bottom of the screen, but I'll have to look
Do you
it up.
remember Back to School?
Yeah, Rodney
English
Dangerfield.
It was the English teacher, economics teacher.
Oh,
he's talking about Vietnam and he starts screaming, ah.
Yeah.
That's Sam
Yep,
Kinison.
that's Sam Kinison.
Oh, okay. That would have been
Sam also
interesting.
did a great rendition of Wild Thing too.
Why did he not do it though?
Well, he was considered for the role, but David Johansen was friends with Bill Murray, so Bill Murray gave him the part. And then Sam was also frustrated that his rival Bobcat Goldthwait
It's Goldthwait or something like that. Yeah.
landed the role in the movie, and he had an interview with Howard Stern later on, and I actually had a YouTube clip,
Mm-hmm.
but it was taken down.
Oh, interesting.
I was going to send you the link to the YouTube clip.
Okay.
And when I went to check it out, it was taken down. But he voices his displeasure on this whole situation on interview with Howard Stern.
Damn. See, Bobcat Goldthwait, I've actually listened to an interview with him on the Don and Mike show that was actually in DC radio. He was actually on the Don and Mike show. Adam, I'm sure you know about that when it was the Morning Zoo. And I actually had the cassette tape of the whole recording when he's in studio. And I believe the other person that's in studio with him is the voice of Roger Rabbit. I forgot his name.
Charles Fleischer.
Yes, Charles Fleischer. And him and Bobcat in studio with Don and Mike was one of the funniest things I ever heard. They were having such a... You know exactly what I'm talking about, do you? Yeah, because me and Adam grew up in this area where we know about Don and Mike. So that was something that I still have to this day. I actually have it on my playlist and everything else. But I thought Bobcat was great. But this is a clip of the first ghost scene as the taxi driver.
Nice hit back there, solid hit. Down. Going the wrong way.
Relax, Frank. Enjoy the ride.
How do you know my name?
I know absolutely everything, Frank. You see, I'm the ghost.
I love how he's smoking and it's coming out of his ears and everything else, but just his like attitude, like that accent that he has is fucking great. And that scene when they're when he's about to see his mother and Bill Murray's like, I know where we're going. You're expecting tears, everything else. And
Niagara Falls.
Yes, I fucking love that shit. But that was so great. And then but I will say this, the gift that he got as a kid, that was a good fucking gift. When you think about it, how much meat that was, that's fucking like 60 or 70 pounds worth of meat. I don't know what it would have been back then in like the 60s or 70s, but shit, I wouldn't mind having like a big, what was it, venison?
Lamb.
Was it lamb?
5 pounds of lamb.
Yeah, how much would 5 pounds of, I think it was
veal.
Was it veal, which is
veal.
Veal's deer, isn't it?
Veal is cow that is strapped down and not allowed.
Okay, I'm getting venison and veal mixed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was actually a pretty good gift to the point where even Bill Murray's character, Frank, even made a whole thing. That's a great gift. Meat costs a lot of money these days, but I thought that scene was really cool and going into the past and then him meeting his girlfriend, Karen Allen, who I think does a good job. I mean, you always remember Karen Allen from the Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark and stuff like that. What was that?
I was going to say Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Or Animal House. She was great in Animal House. There's a nice little butt shot in there. You remember that. But you guys know Karen Allen.
Not really.
You guys are so fucking young.
I was to say.
You don't know?
I recognize her from Raiders of the Lost Ark, but
I mean, she was in a lot. You never seen Animal House?
Mm-mm.
What?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Animal House is a classic college comedy from the 70s, late 70s.
I've been forced to watch it because of my brother.
So you've seen Animal House
twice.
That's
sadly.
one of my summer repeats.
It's a great movie.
she fucking hates comedies.
Yeah, I know. You're not big on comedies, are you? Is there any comedies that you do like?
Ironically enough,
History of the World.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore's there's a sequel coming out.
I know. I'm so excited.
There is a sequel coming out to Happy Gilmore, which I think is coming out on Netflix, I believe.
No.
And Adam Sandler's coming back and everything. So.
See, a lot of Adam Sandler stuff I can enjoy because I do like Adam Sandler.
You like Punch Drunk Love?
Never seen it.
You would love that one. See Punch Drunk Love. That's one of Adam Sandler's good acting roles, and also Uncut Gems. I'm sure you guys have seen Uncut Gems.
I haven't seen that yet. I've heard really good things.
Why do you keep suggesting serious roles from comedians?
Because that really shows their acting chops, in my opinion.
A lot of comedians do a great job.
That's how
in
I
serious
see it.
roles.
I think when a comedian goes into a serious role, I think it's really something different to see of that actor to show his acting chops, basically.
It's like Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
Man,
I don't need their acting chops. I need Talladega Nights. I need Happy Gilmore.
So you like more of the comedy roles for them. What they're meant for is comedy. You don't want them going into serious roles.
Like the Truman Show was all right.
How about Man on the Moon? Man on the Moon was about a comedian.
Man on the Moon's trash. I hated that.
Hold on a second. You've never seen The Truman Show? All right, bitch.
You know what, though? In fairness, you guys don't really do a movie podcast, right? You just do a drinking podcast. So
No, we do a lot of movies, but these guys
A lot of movies. That's what we do.
That's called sarcasm.
I know. I am surprised that you've never seen The Truman Show. That is
All right, we're fixing this probably tonight or tomorrow morning.
You should do that on your BAC. It's actually a very good movie. You might like it. It's something different.
I've
from
heard
Jim
it's
Carrey.
pretty good.
But I
Good
do
morning,
understand.
Good evening, and good night.
I can understand why you rather more of the comedy chops from a comedian. You don't want them to go into Seriousville.
You can still show your acting chops. I say Talladega Nights is a perfect example of someone who can act.
Yeah.
Like, you know how hard it is to be that serious when you're saying something so stupid?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I see politicians do it all the time.
And I convinced this dude that my car broke down. I was actually a guest at the party, but the guy didn't know me. And I said, yeah, my car broke down and I saw the lights on. So I came down here and I'm just hanging out and drinking beer till the tow truck comes and gets my car. So he goes up to the host and he's pointing at me. And my buddy is just laughing his ass off. He's like, that guy really believed that you just wandered into this party.
It's fucking awesome.
Well, altogether, what did you all think of this comedic role of the first Ghost, of the Ghost of Christmas Past? Do you think he did a good job, or do you think it was entertaining?
Oh, yeah, I thought he did a good job. I think he was funny. He was, and what you would think of a New York taxi driver, like the stereotype,
Oh, yeah.
especially from the past.
Yeah,
I think that fit.
Yeah,
definitely. I just couldn't help but see Johnny Knoxville like the whole time.
Yeah, you said that Johnny Knoxville would be for a good remake of Scrooge, right?
For that particular character, he would be fucking perfect.
Ooh. I think Chase needs his own episode where he just tells us who he would pick for each cast member in a remake of Scrooge.
You know what? Watch our episode, The Crow. We go in a whole 30 minutes talking about an actor for the role of the Crow, and I think we went over every fucking actor in Hollywood.
You know, I think we're onto something, though. Hollywood needs to listen.
Every fucking actor in Hollywood. I mean, it was just 30 minutes of just, oh, this guy? No, maybe this guy? Oh, that might work. Oh, this guy?
Yeah, but we could do it like this.
Right. And of course, the one that they picked sucked. So,
oh yeah, Bill Skarsgård, I believe. Yeah, I haven't even seen it and don't even care to.
I am not interested.
I remember you said you were going to see it though.
I was planning on it, but then it came out, and I heard like 3 people in a row come to work, like customers come to work. Yeah, where's your fucking punishment shot,
I know.
dickhead?
Hey, I'm remembering right here. So here, cheers to Casey and Ray for Deluxe Edition. Cheers to Mike from Take on the World. And cheers to BAC Crystal. So
yeah, you take Eddie.
Bottoms up. I'm not a big peach person, so I don't know what this could taste like.
There you go. Taste that beaver.
That's sweet. That's very peachy. It's fine. Not my favorite.
You don't like peach fuzz?
I'm not a big peach person. Oh,
I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be in that big barrel if you liked it.
I'm sure. I don't know who's put it in there.
It's kind of a mixed bag there. You know, we got some good stuff generally. At least last time we filled up.
That thing is fucking full. So I just took my hand and just grabbed under in it. But I mean, there's some bad shit in there. Some bad shit. I know we also have like full mini bottles of Malort in there, which is funny. We did a show with my brother, which is actually releasing sometime in January for the Hurt Locker, and he drank his first shot of Malort, and he said it was his most favorite thing next to the drink that he brought in, Angel's Envy. He thought it was the best thing ever.
Have you considered getting your brother therapy? Maybe.
Hey, some people have a different taste buds, and they like stuff like that. I know Crystal loves Malort. I know, I was just fucking with you. Just give me that face like, what the fuck you talk about, Ron? But seriously, no, I think the taxi driver did best, but the second ghost, the Ghost of Christmas Present, I think this is a very big favorite. This is a favorite of my wife, Sammy. She adores this fucking actress. She was
I like her.
Carol Kane.
Yeah,
she's spicy.
She's in a lot of movies. I mean, she was in The Princess Bride as Billy Crystal's wife. She was in she was SNL. She was in Addams Family Values as the new grandma, which I wasn't a fan of, but she played this role, which I guarantee you guys loved her role in this. Because
I thought she was hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So let's go ahead and listen.
Wasn't her
long before your time? She was in Taxi. She was Lotka's wife.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Wasn't she
Yep.
also the chick from the office party that had photocopied her ass?
No, that was a different girl.
Oh, okay.
That was a different
All right,
girl.
I was thinking of the same chick.
But that was funny because people at a Christmas party would do that. Kind of reminded me of Office Christmas Party movie. Girls just take a picture of their ass with a printer and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Hand these out, pass them out.
I can get behind the vibe.
Oh yeah, here we go. This is a clip of the Ghosts of Christmas Present.
Casio
Hi,
4880 synthesizer.
Come on out and play with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3,
Favorite part right here. This makes me laugh when I hear the sound effect.
Oh, I'm a little muddled. 7, 8. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm so relieved it's been so long. Hello, Frank. I'm the ghost of Christmas present.
I had a funny feeling. Why did you do that?
Sometimes you have to slap them in the face just to get their attention.
Fine. Slap me in the face. But you kicked me in the balls.
Frank. It's time to begin our journey.
There's a trivia fact to this little scene right here.
Close your eyes and think.
No. You close your eyes.
Oh, no.
I'm through.
Don't be quarrelsome. Close your eyes. And think of snowflakes and moonbeams and whiskers on kids.
No picking.
No picking. Of rainbows, forget-me-nots, of misty meadows and sun-dappled pools. Oh, look, there's Mr. Hedgehog. I wonder where he's going. Perhaps to Harlem. Practice.
Oh, God, my jaw.
Now, the funny scene of that at the end, because it's showing him, present when you get to see his brother doing the whole trivia game and stuff like that. But the part where she lifts up the toaster and she just bashes him right in the fucking skull with the fucking toaster. Says, the bitch hit me with the fucking toaster. It's just that scene, she was just so good in that role, and she liked it nice and rough, which I know Chase and Crystal are big fans of that, right?
Most definitely. Most definitely.
So what did that scene? That was so I assume that was your favorite ghost, right?
Honestly, he goes, I'll rip your wings off. She goes, well, no, I should let you know, I love a little bit of roughness. And she turns around. Oh, we have something in common.
How about you, Crystal?
I thought she was just fucking off a rocker.
Yeah,
I liked her.
So she was your favorite to see on the screen. You
yeah.
had some, so you smiled even though you're not a big comedian fan. You did laugh a couple at that scene.
I might not like comedy, but I can get behind a few things that are funny. It's just majority of the time it makes me want to crawl out of my skin.
All right, how about you guys? Ray, Mike, and Adam, what did you think?
But she's my favorite.
Oh, she's your favorite ghost. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she did phenomenal, and she literally beat the crap out of Bill Murray.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she injured him enough to where they had to stop filming for like 3 or 4 days while he was recuperating.
Yes, which I was actually going to bring up, which is a good fact that basically when she grabbed his lip, she actually tore it, and they had to halt for a couple days because of it. I think did they have to restitch it or something like that, or they had to get some type
I don't
of.
think they had to have stitches, but I think they just had to give it a few days for it to heal by itself.
Which I'm wondering on set when they turned the cameras off. I wonder what she said. Bitch, what the fuck did you do to me? Like wondering what he said to her and everything else. Like you really like he's fucking bleeding and everything.
Nah, he's the one though that told her to make it real.
Right.
She would break down in tears sometimes over.
Yeah,
some
she didn't like having to do that.
Oh, really? Okay, see, I didn't know that.
Bill's idea for her to actually come as close to hurting him as possible.
Interesting. So I didn't know that. It's just funny how some actors, a lot of actors in roles, there's some where they say, hey, don't pull your punches. Fucking punch me. Fucking, hurt me. makes it more realistic. But then sometimes they'll get knocked the fuck out.
Goes a little too far.
Yeah.
Until you're Rocky in the hospital, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Exactly. So, I mean, I thought that she did a good job on the role. And I will ask this question because the third ghost, there's really not much to say about the third ghost. I mean, it's the ghost of Future and it's, Grim Reaper type of thing. I thought it was kind of cool when he pulled his fucking cloak open and you see the
I love
little puppets.
Huh. Did we do that?
Yeah.
We're going to get phone
I
calls.
think the third ghost would be my only criticism of this movie.
Really? Go ahead.
When me and Deb were sitting down to watch it, she said that, well, they seem to rush that one a bit. And I was thinking the same thing. Like,
Yeah, they really
the
did.
first two ghosts really got some time to put a story for it. And the third one got no time at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think
How much are you going to do with that, though?
Well, in the other renditions of it, there was a little more time given to the Ghost of Christmas Future.
Really? So which ghost out of the three probably had the more time? Because it felt like the Ghosts of Christmas Past had the most screen time. The Ghost of Christmas Present was actually very short. Because I believe it was only what was it? The seeing his brother and then seeing the mother with the kid that can't, the mute kid basically. I think that's all it was, wasn't it? And also
and then Harold in the sewer.
Yeah. Harold in the sewer.
Poor Harold.
Which actually, that's a good cameo right there. I know he's a comedian, and I've seen him in a lot of movies and stuff like that. He's been in a lot of sex comedies from the 80s. I remember he was in House of a Thousand Corpses. I've always loved him in that little role in the beginning with Sid Haig, with Captain Spaulding.
Yep.
Stuck a Planet of the Apes doll up his asshole. Remember that from House of a Thousand Corpses? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that out of all the ghosts, so this is actually a question I've asked because, like I said, we're not going to go really much into the third ghost because there really wasn't as much acting in that one. Which was your favorite ghost? And so far, from what I can tell, it's present. So, Mike, it's present for you?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, Ray, how about you, buddy?
Yeah, I like Carol. So yeah, she's my favorite.
So the present. All right, Adam.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with Carol Kane.
Okay.
Present.
Crystal.
Yeah, present.
Oh wow. Okay.
I think everybody's favorite is Chris.
Not mine. I actually like the first one.
Yeah?
I actually like the taxi driver. I enjoyed his just his craziness and just the way he talked, his accent. I actually enjoyed him more. She was funny. No lie. I really enjoyed her, but I really enjoyed the Ghost of Christmas Past. I thought that he did a good job in the role and everything else. But it's really cool that everybody went for the same one, basically.
I like how at the end when Claire went to get in the taxi, when she said, how fast can you get me to the
floor?
studio? What floor?
Yeah, that was fucking good. But I also would mix the Christmas ghost, the warning, his boss. I would also pick as a ghost. Nobody cared about him because I would put that in the four ghosts.
Yeah. He was there.
So wasn't a fan of that.
Well, he set everything up, but like, I don't know. I
did really like him pushing them through the glass. That was cool.
Yeah.
I will
But
say
Carol Kane is just, I don't know, just she's just like, I remember Taxi. I had to watch it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I thought it was boring when I was a kid. And then as I got older, I intentionally watched it because I didn't get the humor when I was young.
Right.
Well, that's the great thing about 70s sitcoms is you come back and watch them as an adult.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're totally different.
Different show. Like I watched WKRP as an adult.
Right.
The whole thing. That's so much better as an adult than a kid.
Oh yeah.
But
Especially the turkey drop.
but Robert Mitchum, who was the golf ball guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was Roger Ebert's favorite actor.
No shit.
So
Okay.
He probably picked him as his favorite ghost.
Really? Okay.
I'm pretty sure they gave this movie a shit review. So.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
1 star.
1 star. Jesus Christ.
Even though it had his favorite actor of all time, they still shit on it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to jump into that quick because later on, let's see, Bill Murray was promoting Quick Change, a movie that everybody said was underrated. I don't know. I never saw it.
I've never heard of it.
So he was being interviewed by Roger Ebert, and the topic of Scrooge came up. And Bill Murray, this is Bill Murray. How do you explain your 1-star review of Scrooge? And Roger Ebert says, I was hoping it wouldn't come up. And then Bill Murray says, It wasn't that bad. It had some good stuff in it.
Yeah.
Watch the video and you'll see. And Roger Ebert said, it just didn't work for me. And then Bill Murray says, I thought maybe you had some inside information, about an unhappy set or something. And Roger Ebert said, no, it just didn't seem that funny. And that was an interview that was publicly put out there.
Which I don't understand, because I think this movie is actually really funny. I think it's really fun. But the thing is, for a modern...
laughed my ass off.
Well, for a modern audience, like from what I can tell, modern audience right here, because you guys are more the younger audience.
No,
You
I
guys think
chuckled
it's,
a little bit here and there, but
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not your favorite rendition. You don't find it comedic or anything like that, even though they had some good funny parts, like,
kind of mid-grade.
the Ghost of Christmas Present, and also the beginning with the night the
Yeah.
reindeer died and stuff like that. Like when you first saw this, the first scene with the three the TV shows that they were like, Father Chase's Father's what is it?
Father Loves Beaver.
Yes, Father
Jesus
Loves Beaver.
Christ,
I don't know. I
man.
keep getting off. I'll get a fucking. I'll
You
spin
keep
the wheel if
getting
I have
off?
to. No,
Ron just wants to chase beaver.
apparently. I mean,
Fucking hell.
nothing wrong with that. But I feel like that it's not for everybody of the modern, but we grew up with this. I think you guys grew up with it. You guys saw it in the theater. I grew up with this in the early 90s, but you being a first time seeing this, and you thought it was okay. That's why I'm really, when we get our pint reviews, I'm actually really curious what yours are going to be, because I think yours are going to be completely different from the age range that we are. There we go. So that's already explaining it right there. So, but we're not quite there yet. We're not quite there yet.
You got to remember, this is the first time we've seen Bill since Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And Ghostbusters, when we were kids, was the biggest fucking movie ever.
Yes, it was.
Like, it was on par with like Raiders. Like, it was that big. You couldn't go anywhere without seeing that ghost thing on a T-shirt or
yeah,
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
that was still the case
was
up
awesome.
into the mid 90s.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, also there was a lot of movies that Bill Murray did. Like I'm sure you guys remember the 1970s, the Meatballs movie, also he was also, which is actually a funny cameo at the end of the movie. Feed me, Seymour. The whole scene with what's the one with the plant? What's the movie?
Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Audrey too.
Yeah. Did you notice that at the end of the movie where it says "Feed me, Seymour"? Yeah. So
Yeah.
I wonder if a lot of people got that joke and everything. But he's released a lot of good movies in the past. But I think what he's most remembered for is Venkman from Ghostbusters. Not a lot of people remember. So if you want to pick up, if you say Bill Murray, what movie do you think of? Ghostbusters.
Caddyshack.
Osmosis
Caddyshack.
Jones.
There you go. Osmosis. He was in
Or
Osmosis.
Ghostbusters.
He was the main body.
I don't watch that movie that much, but no, they do have a point with Caddyshack.
Because
though.
it's animated, and he firmly believes that anything animated is for children.
I never said that. There's
You've
some,
said it
I'm
multiple
doing
times.
Beefs of Butthead to America. I like that one.
That's right. Ron loves anime.
I do not like anime. Fuck it. I'm not an anime person.
You also got to remember, though, after the debacle of Ghostbusters 2, he does Quick Change, he does What About Bob, and he does Groundhog Day. And
Love
you might not
Groundhog
have
Day.
seen Quick Change, but it is good. So is, What About Bob and Groundhog Day.
Day.
So,
Okay. I completely forgot about Groundhog Day. That right there is
Groundhog
a classic
Day.
for Bill Murray.
Groundhog Day is fantastic.
coming out of Scrooged, he went on a big run there for a little bit.
Yeah, he even also did some Disney movies. I remember he did
Kingpin.
Operation Dumbo Drop. Wasn't he a part of that one?
Yeah, but he was fucking amazing in Kingpin.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. And he's also done a lot of cameos, and he's done a lot of Wes Anderson movies in the millennium, basically 2000s and up, which he's in almost every single one of them since Rushmore. But a good question to ask, and it looks like you guys have already answered it, but I just want to make sure. So if there was a movie that you would say Bill Murray that comes up, it's not Ghostbusters, so yours is Caddyshack?
Caddyshack.
Okay.
Yeah, I watch
I would
Caddyshack all the
say-
time.
I would say Ghostbusters is the first one I think
Oh,
of,
okay.
but definitely I think I like Caddyshack better as a movie.
I would say Ghostbusters. How about you, Crystal? Osmosis Jones,
And then Caddyshack.
and then Caddyshack, and you would say Caddyshack?
Caddyshack, 100%.
Caddyshack is crazy. What I love about Caddyshack is I'm a big Chevy Chase fan, which I know Chase here is, he fucking hates Chevy Chase, but
Yeah.
I love Chevy Chase. I love a lot of his Christmas Vacation is one of my favorite movies of all time. So I if I were to pick a Bill Murray movie, that would probably be Ghostbusters. I love Caddyshack, don't get me wrong, but whenever I think of Ghostbusters or think of Bill Murray, I see Ghostbusters because him as Venkman, it was a very dry humor, but it worked. It worked perfectly, and I thought it was great.
I got a question for you, Chase.
What's up?
What do you think of British humor?
Oh, I fucking love British humor.
Really?
Yeah,
So Chevy Chase and Bill Murray are just American versions of British humor.
Chevy Chase is.
He hates him. You're not going to win this
This is
with
my
him.
Nick Cage.
I'm not trying to win. I'm
Yeah,
just trying
no.
to see if I can.
See, that's my Will Ferrell.
Bill Murray is actually. I don't fucking know that was. Bill Murray
Bill
is
Murray.
actually fucking funny. He just doesn't generally, for the most part in his movies, he doesn't really engage with the set and his co-stars in a way that makes it feel like you're watching anything but Bill Murray.
Mhm.
Which is fine because
Yeah.
it's a Bill Murray movie, I guess, but it can detract from the rest of the film.
Do me a favor, guys. Since you guys have never seen it, when you have a chance, maybe before the end of the year, see Lost in Translation. You might have a different opinion about Bill Murray because I think he did an amazing job in that movie. I really suggest, even you, Crystal, you and Chase, I want you to see Lost in Translation.
No, I firmly believe Bill Murray is a fucking national treasure. Okay, don't get it twisted. All right, no,
Yeah.
Chevy Chase is a driveling piece of shit.
Fuck you. No, I disagree. I love Chevy Chase. Nothing But Trouble is a great fucking movie. I don't care what anybody says.
Absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
I fucking
Fletch and Fletch Lives.
Yeah. Oh, yes, yes. And also Spies Like Us.
Yeah.
Spies Like Us. I mean, seriously, I and also underrated one, The Invisible Man. I think it's How I Dreamed About the Invisible Man or something like that. I forgot what it was. It's a John Carpenter film from the early 90s, I remember.
I'll tell you, Funny Farm. Funny Farm.
Funny Farm is a good one. Funny Farm? Uh-oh, what's up?
Oh no, I just looked up the human characters in the Osmosis Jones, and I'm like, yeah, it was this guy and the other guy, and he goes, you know who that is, right? And I'm like, who? And he goes, it's a strong hand. I never realized, from Scary Movie, the guy with the strong hand who shoves it up the turkey.
So
yeah, I forgot his name. He's
Crystal
also Cabin
was
Boy.
saying that
Chris Elliott.
Yes.
Yeah, she
Take
was
my
saying
strong
that he
hand.
looks like Chris Elliott when he has long hair and a beard.
Well, look, if you look up Osmosis Jones and you look at the two human characters, I'm like, wait a minute, I have shit vision right now, and I can't really see the computer.
Spicy boner!
Shit, fuck. Give me the wheel.
Oh, did you say a name?
I said his name.
Oh, man. I never thought of you getting a punishment shot. All right, go ahead and spin the wheel right in front of the camera.
It's been a while
so that
since
we
I've
know
been
what
here.
you're talking about.
I think everybody knows who Chris Elliott is.
Yeah. All right,
I just meant
I
specifically
got
with the long hair.
Penis.
you got a penis shot?
Cock shot.
Oh, so you know what? Chase has to make the drink. So
I got it for you right here.
I get to suck
Awesome.
your dick on camera. Nice.
Goddamn right.
all right,
Won't be
well,
the
while,
first time, won't be the last.
while she's
It'll be the
making
first time it's
that,
recorded for people to see.
while she's
Hey, how
making
is
that,
you guys OnlyFans doing?
while she's making that shot, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break right now, and we'll be right back. So we will be right back, guys.
Hey there, it's the Barrel Age Chicks. I'm Sammy. I'm Snow.
I'm Crystal, often called Mouse, and I'm here too.
And then we also have Yen and Harley, who sadly are not with us, but that's okay. We're here to talk to you about our podcast. Woo! Tune in because it's a lot of fun. And you get to hear the chick side of things.
You're gonna BS about movies and drinking and life and momming, and
Lots
we're
of
good.
laughing. Lots of laughing.
I laugh,
But it's great. Yes.
We
do.
have finished our first season.
And we're starting our second season.
Good lord.
2024. Here we come.
I know. Enjoy it. Join us on all of the platforms.
Hear them talk and me listen.
You talk.
You can find us on Instagram and Facebook.
Pretty much anywhere you can hear voices on a phone.
And yeah, so give us a follow. Check us out.
Watch us give Ron aneurysms.
It's the best part.
And thanks for listening. We will talk to you soon.
I hate.
All right, so we are back with our show for Scrooged, and we have a punishment shot that Crystal's going to take. But I'm going to take a spin of the wheel because I did fuck up on some names and stuff like that. And I said I'd spin the wheel, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go ahead and take a spin. Hopefully I won't get a Crystal picks or I'm fucked here. Let's see. What do we got here? Let's see. Maybe I'll grab something yummy. It's a good spin. Let's see here. Oh, shit.
Oh.
I got a cock shot.
Yay, double dicking.
Oh, shit. All right, so Crystal, go ahead and take your shot and then go ahead and make my next one. Fuck. All right, Crystal, what do you filled that fucker up.
I was informed I should stop filling it.
So what the fuck was that?
Well, it was going to be a bunch of different mixed things, but it ended up only being Everclear and Malibu.
Oh, wow. All right. You like that, Crystal? Was that good?
I'd rather blow a homeless man.
All right, Crystal, why don't you go ahead and make my shot? And if you can bring me a can of Liquid Death too at the or one of my Pure Life teas, I appreciate it.
Aye, cabin.
Oh yeah, balls too. Only the ball sack. I don't know.
Oh, I'm not gonna fuck you like
Yeah, you're not fucking me. No, I can't handle it. Nope.
Love you, honey.
I got physical therapy tomorrow. I'm finally out of this sling, but I can't even lift my arm up all the way. So.
Well, you know, alcohol is like a nice little muscle relaxer.
Yeah, because I'm trying to like move. That doesn't look right.
I was just trying to jerk people off, and I can't do it yet.
Oh fuck! All right, she's gonna come up with something interesting for me. So, yeah, this movie's great. We talked about the ghosts, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about the part when Frank Cross finally, after the Ghost of Christmas Future, which you guys thought that wasn't really a well-developed scene. You felt like it needed more?
I did.
Yeah, I felt the same way.
Okay. How about you, Ray?
I'm good with it. You know, I think it was fine for what it was.
It was fine. It served a purpose. It was just...
I think you get your highlights other places in the movie.
Yeah. All right, so this is the scene right here. This is a clip from when basically he is and he's excited to be back home. It starts with that fucking classical music piece and everything else. It's really great. And he meets Bobcat Goldthwait. This is fucking hilarious. So we're gonna go ahead and listen to this. Here we go.
I'm alive! Holy shit, what a freak! I'm at work! Oh god, it's the sun! Are you ever going to see the sun again? I'm alive! Not alive! Milkman! I'm the Woodstock baby! I'm gonna start with you.
I got
You're
blue
one of my
balls.
favorites, come here! I'm alive, and so are you! Hey! You glad to see me, or is this a shotgun in your pocket? Okay, you've heard it, come on! Wait. Don't hurt me! We're alive, pigsty! Coming back! Long soul! You know this one? That's my thing, I'm gonna be doing this to everybody. Alright, here's the deal. I hire you back twice your original salary. I make you my vice president in charge of programming. And I give you an office up here. Would you like my office? No, I don't like your office. That's so you. What's the catch? The catch is that you gotta take a shower, little man. You are right. Whoa!
There's a problem here. I was looking for Francis Xavier Cross.
That's me! But the great thing is, it's not me! The Jews taught me this great word, schmuck. I was a schmuck, and now, I'm not a schmuck.
The Jews taught me. Fucking...
Wait a minute! What time is it?
Somebody's too much.
Who are you? We didn't miss it! We didn't miss it!
We didn't miss what?
Christmas! Merry Christmas! Woo!
Yeah, no, I thought that scene was fucking hilarious. And the thing is, we never talked about it, but Bobcat was fired in the beginning of the movie. And throughout the movie, you just see scenes of him like sitting in because he was kicked out of the building. They escorted him out of the building, and you just see him getting drunk. And I remember the scene where the taxi driver
drunk every time he tried to drink out of his bottle, something happened.
Oh no, the taxi driver! I love the taxi driver in the Ghost of Christmas Past passes by and just grabs his fucking bottle and says, "So long, sucker," or something like that. No, that was the end of the part, but it was just so funny just seeing him turn into this character where he was just like a very kind-hearted guy. And to the point where he wants to claim revenge on his boss for firing him with coming in with the shotgun, which is a well-known thing with people coming into work areas to claim revenge for being fired and stuff like that. But I thought it worked out really good. He played a really crazy guy, especially when they're in the fucking when Frank Cross is going onto the set of A Christmas Carol that they were doing. and he's in the what is it, the video room, the control booth and stuff like that. That scene was driving. It was so fucking good. I thought it was great. Which is another scene I want to bring up, which is actually more in the past of the movie, is the dinner scene with his boss and the other guy that was probably going to be taking his place. What did you all think of that scene right there with the eyeball and the guy setting on fire and stuff like that? I thought that was a really well done scene.
It was kind of wild, yeah.
Yeah, I like that scene.
You know how he walked out and he passed by the waiter that was on fire, and then fell.
Yeah,
that was totally unscripted.
Yeah, but it worked.
Because when he fell, it was because of the water on the floor, and he slipped on the water.
Yeah, see,
and if you look at the waiter that he threw the water on, looking at him while he fell, that was like real shock. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
See, I love that one.
I thought so because it didn't look like a stunt fall. It was more of a oh shit kind of flail.
Right. Which is great because a lot of movies do that sometimes where a actor will get injured on set or do something and the director will be like, fuck that. I like that. We're keeping that in. That's actually pretty good. Wasn't even in the script, but we'll keep it in.
Better than what I scripted.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought that was really good.
Like The Crow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or,
except thankfully they didn't fucking use it.
Or in Django Unchained.
What part in Django Unchained?
Leo DiCaprio slams his hand down on the table and cuts his hand.
Oh, yeah. Tarantino kept that in because he actually had to get stitches and everything and fucked up his hand and the whole
Homie
ordeal.
just kept going, and the lady who had blood on her face, like, all of that was genuine fear of, like, oh my God, this is gross.
He's wiping blood on my face, and this isn't fake blood. This is his real blood. What the fuck has this guy been? He's been with a lot of models here. I'm a little worried here. I mean,
but
it's true.
They're all
under
preteen models.
25.
It's, you know.
They probably don't have anything.
Oh, man. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the final scene real quick. It's my last clip. I grabbed a lot of clips for this because there was a lot of great dialogue scenes, but this was a long speech at the end of the movie, which I thought was really well done. I don't know if it was mostly scripted. I don't know if you had any trivia on that on Mike, but it felt really genuine, and I really enjoyed that speech, and he put a lot of feeling into it. I thought it was really great, and I love how the last part is the kid that was mute, says the famous line from All of a Christmas Carol.
That was really cool.
God bless us, everyone.
And he never fucking actually said it, though. He asked if he forgot anything. He goes, yeah, he forgot this. And he just never actually.
Yeah.
I thought it was a dickhead move.
It was a good scene. So let's go ahead and listen to that clip. This is the last clip I have for the movie here.
It's Christmas Eve. It's the one night of the year when we all act a little nicer. We smile a little easier. We share a little more. For a couple of hours out of the whole year, we are the people that we always hoped we would be. It's a miracle. It's really a sort of a miracle because it happens every Christmas Eve. And if you waste that miracle, you're going to burn for it. I know what I'm talking about. You have to do something. You have to take a chance. You do have to get involved. There are people that are having trouble making their miracle happen. There are people that don't have enough to eat. There are people that are cold. You can go out and say hello to these people. You can take an old blanket out of the closet and say, here. You can make them a sandwich and say, oh, by the way, here. I get it now. And if you give, then it can happen. Then the miracle can happen to you. It's not just the poor and the hungry. It's everybody who's got to have this miracle, and it can happen tonight for all of you. If you believe in this spirit thing, the miracle will happen, and then you'll want it to happen again tomorrow. You won't be one of these bastards who says Christmas is once a year and it's a fraud. It's not. It can happen every day. You just got to want that feeling, and if you like it and you want it, you'll get greedy for it. You'll want it every day of your life. And it can happen to you. I believe in it now. I believe it's going to happen to me now. I'm ready for it. It's great. It's a good feeling. It's really better than I felt in a long time. I'm ready. Have a Merry Christmas, everybody.
You guys see Crowder?
Did I forget something, big man?
God bless us, everyone.
I thought that scene was kind of sweet at the end. I thought that was pretty cool to see that. So, but Crystal, you had something to say throughout that. So what's up with that?
Anybody on here watch Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah.
It sounded like Rick going off the entire time.
So, does anybody else know the story of this part?
Go ahead.
So, the guys that wrote this were Saturday Night Live guys. And Bill Murray did this take multiple times, and each time he drifted farther and farther away from the script and became more unhinged. And the guys who wrote it were furious.
Really?
Because by this point, they're just fucking fed up with him ignoring their script. And he's so far fed up with people telling him to do the script that he's just at that Bill Murray point where he's like, just going off the rails.
Yeah.
So what you're actually seeing there is Bill Murray actually basically having a mental fucking breakdown to finish the movie.
It kind of sounded like he was channeling Gary Busey. I'm not gonna lie.
But it sounded
perfect.
It worked perfectly. Yeah, it worked perfectly. It showed the craziness of him and everything else. Because, I mean, you see his boss in the background. It's what they pay your salary, you jerk, and kicks the fucking cat.
Yes.
Fucking love that scene with the boss, everything else. But also the thing where they're fucking stapling antlers to a fucking
Antlers on the mouse,
dormouse or something like that. It really showed though, and now that you explaining that scene, it explains it so much better why he acted like that. Him just getting fed up with the script writers and kind of making it his own thing. So most of that was ad lib.
Yeah, well, it starts off, there's like multiple takes to that scene. He starts off trying to do what they want.
Yeah.
But as he realizes it's not going to work for him,
right?
He does every take. He just kind of shit cans more and more of what they told him to do, to the point where the one guy who wrote it was like, "I hate this fucking movie. I want nothing to do with this ever again."
Jesus
I hate this
Christ!
fucking movie.
You know,
and it's that scene that pissed him off so much because Bill just went off the rails, and everyone on set was like, "Holy fuck, he's lost his mind."
Well, the funny thing is that a lot of movies, there's been like a lot of background drama to the point where, you know, writers didn't like the actors or the actors didn't care for the director. The actor wanted to do their own thing, but the movie still ended up good. You know, in my opinion, that happens to a lot of movies where there's a lot of, you know, I think Mad Max Fury Road, I believe Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron had a lot of issues with each other on set. Did I say that right? What did I say? What's her name? What is her name? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh, I know exactly.
So
what
go
you're
ahead and say
talking
the
about.
actor's name and correct me, please.
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron. All right, I was close.
Charlize
I don't know why I
Theron.
said cherries. Charlize Theron. But
No, she's African.
South African.
Yep. Johannesburg.
Yeah, but I mean, it goes with a lot of movies doing that, and I still think it ended up pretty good. Actually, with him acting like that, it made it better. I'm actually curious I wonder if there's any outtakes you can see what it would look like with the way that the script did it. Was it much crazier? Because he did sound like he was on a mental breakdown. But
I think it built to that point.
Yeah.
Because I've heard that they had a lot of footage for this movie. And a lot of it, like back then, nobody saved. There was no director's cut for.
No, they just cut it, put it on the floor, and it got thrown away and
Same with,
swept.
like Caddyshack. Caddyshack was originally 4 hours long. They had to cut it down.
Yeah.
But Scrooged had a lot of additional footage that just goes away.
Yeah.
Because they just didn't save stuff back then, which is crazy.
You guys didn't care for that scene altogether? The his mental breakdown at the end?
Oh, no, it's not that I didn't care for it. I was listening to it, and I'm like, I see Rick just like in Morty's bedroom, like, come on, Rick, he's Rick and Morty, and for 100 more years, 1,000 episodes.
It was basically gibberish. He was really channeling Gary Busey. That's what I got the whole time. And
now, see, here's the problem with the younger generation here, because Gary Busey doesn't become unhinged for long after this movie came out.
Okay, sorry. He's channeling post-motorcycle accident Busey.
Yes.
When this movie came out, Gary Busey was still a well-respected actor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I only know the Gary Busey from the Amazon Fire Stick commercial.
You need to rewatch Lethal Weapon then.
Gary Busey.
Oh,
Never seen it.
Mr. Joshua. Yes.
Yeah.
He was great in that. He was
Hold
great in
on
that.
a second. We just need to revisit this. What?
I don't think I've seen it.
You never seen Lethal Weapon?
No.
That's a classic.
I don't think I've ever seen
Classic
Kill Bill
Christmas
either.
movie.
I believe that is one of
That
I believe
is
that's
one of
one
my
of
movies.
Adam's hosting jobs of 2025.
Yeah.
Is,
That is
Lethal
a
Weapon.
Christmas movie, so you should just watch it this month and enjoy
Hey,
it.
That was
Rocky. I mean, Rambo is a Christmas movie. Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and then you got Lethal Weapon as a Christmas movie. And I know there's
And
another
Gremlins.
one. There's
And
another.
Gremlins.
Of course, Gremlins is a Christmas movie. I mean, that's
Yeah.
basically like a Wonderful Life type of town with gremlins in it. That's how I see it as. So, all right, I'm going to take this blue ball shot that I have here that
Yeah, that
Crystal,
that was Mel Gibson.
literally blue balls.
The Nazi?
Yeah, prior to the Nazi shit.
Pre-Nazi one. Got it.
I don't know if it was probably always a little bit.
You guys live in such a strange world where all these actors do weird shit now.
Well, see, okay, so hold on. In my defense, the reason I continuously remember Mel as a Nazi is because Craig Ferguson is one of my favorite comedians, and he has a skit where he was talking about how there's a town in, I think it was like Scotland or somewhere, they have a statue erected because of the great Highlander hero, but it wasn't like an actual dude, it was Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
So after Mel Gibson had his mental breakdown and he was a Nazi and killed all the Jews and that shit, everybody in that town was like, "Hey, little kid, why don't you go up there and draw a little mustache under that nose right there? Just a little tiny mustache." And it's one of those jokes that just live rent free in my head.
Oh my God.
All right.
Okay, well let me
All
go
right,
ahead.
Suck on your blue balls.
Yeah, blue balls here from Crystal. Here we go.
That is spicy tamarind, blue curacao, and then a splash of Everclear.
What is with everybody putting Everclear in just about every drink we do now? Jesus Christ.
Gotta get the work done.
Oh, and that spicy stuff. This is stuff that
Well,
Anna
in my
brought
defense,
Anna brought, yep.
in my defense, your wife is sick, so I kind of gave you the Everclear to kind of just knock it out, just in case you happen to get what she's got.
It'll kill everything
it's
in
medicinal.
there. No.
It's medicinal blue balls. There you go.
Bottoms
Put some
up.
Lord in there.
Well, there's a guy on Instagram I follow. He has a slushy machine, and he made Malort slushies.
Oh, my buddy has a slushy machine, and we make adult slushies all the time in that fucking thing. In
I
the
want one
summertime.
so bad.
And awesome. The
Chase,
only
you
thing
left,
better would
like-
be the only thing that would make it better if it was
Oh,
a
shit.
Snoopy slushy machine, but it's not.
Yo!
No, that's the whole thing. I'm doing a Jack and Coke slushy machine in my garage when I put that up.
Well, see, Chase bought me a snow cone maker because I eat ice all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nasty.
I don't think blue balls are good, so there you go.
That's not good.
Man, I made you hit puberty.
Oh, that's not good.
Mom, what's happening?
Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and jump at some trivia facts of this movie. I got a couple, so Mike, I'll let you read some of yours, and I got some of mine. Yours might be the same as mine, but let's get some trivia facts, and then we're gonna pick our favorite scene from the movie, and then we're gonna go ahead and close this out with the pint reviews. I think we've, divvied a lot into this movie, and I think this is fun. I really enjoyed having everybody here. So, Mike, what's some trivia facts you got?
So I'll give you the cameos.
Okay, yeah, I'm curious.
The street carolers.
Yep.
Were made up of music legends. So they were led by the Late Show band leader, Paul Schaefer.
Okay.
Jazz greats Miles Davis, Larry
Oh,
Carlton,
yeah.
and Dave Sanborn.
No shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Any more
Now,
cameos?
I never knew that until I did research for this.
Yeah, no, I didn't even
That's
find
one
that
of those
one.
you don't even look very closely at,
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
And then, well, I'll let someone else go. So if they have one of mine, they have one of mine. If not, I'll just spit the last ones out. I have it.
Very easy one right here. Bill turned down lead roles for 3 movies to make this movie, which I'm actually shocked at. I remember one of these movies we actually did, and I even remember saying something about him being considered for the part. Cocktail. He was actually going to be in Cocktail. He was going to be in the movie Big. He was going to be Tom Hanks' role in Big, but he turned it down for this. And he was also going to be Rain Man.
No fucking way.
Yeah, Dustin Hoffman and Rain Man. So do you think that he was better off?
Which role would he have been?
Dustin
Better
Hoffman.
off in this movie.
Dustin Hoffman.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he could have played Tom Cruise because they were going for more like a younger brother. That wouldn't have worked. But him as Rain Man, I think,
I don't know, man. I like him better for the Tom Cruise role in that movie.
and Cocktail for his bar friend.
No, for both.
Yeah, Cocktail. To me, I love that movie. I even have a Cocktails and Dreams neon light above my bar. I love the movie Cocktail, but I think it's a great movie. A lot of people disagree. My wife fucking hates it. I don't know why, but she's just not a fan of it.
learned how to shake those bottles and spin them all in.
Honestly, Ron, I'm with you on this one. I love Cocktail.
Cocktail's great. I fucking love that
hate
movie.
Tom Cruise. I think he's a piece of shit actor, but fuck, I love Cocktail.
Well, that makes me happy. Thank you, Ray.
You know what's
trying to
odd
get
about that he turned down 3 movies. Bill Murray was not going to do this movie unless they redid the script.
Oh yeah, and then
Why would he bother?
But he already redid the script while shooting the movie. That's right.
Right.
You think about it. So he kind of got his way, and that's the thing. He's Bill Murray, so he kind of gets his way on anything. Just like
no,
when
he's Bill fucking Murray.
Yeah, he is. And the thing is, I think he only has like a cell phone to get a hold of him, and only his close friends are able to get a hold of him. Or
I was going to say, this is a phone number that I have been trying to track down. So to find Bill Murray, you have to get his brother's cell phone.
Really?
I don't know which brother.
So you have to go through a whole web of other cell phones to get to his number.
You can only get this if he fucking gives it to you. Like since I've started podcasting, I've been trying to find this goddamn number, and it is impossible to get a hold of.
Now the fact is,
you call his brother. I don't know if it's Brian. It's probably Brian, but that's his agent, like his brother.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, does Bill want to do my movie? And he's like, well, what's it about? Yeah, mail me the script. And that's it. And then Bill looks at it, and if he likes it, he calls you himself, and he's like, yeah, I like your movie. I want to be in it.
That's fucking crazy.
But it's a goddamn personal. It's probably a landline. I don't fucking know. I can't find it.
If you can
have you
Bill
tried talking to
Murray,
the guys over at the Chive?
What was that, Adam?
I was wondering if Ray's tried contacting the guys over at the Chive because they might have it.
Yeah, they might.
They might, but man, oh man, this is one of the most closely guarded secrets in Hollywood.
Yeah.
This is harder to find than Epstein Island.
No.
Now, if you could get Bill Murray on your show in the deluxe edition, that would be a great show. I would look forward to an interview with Bill Murray.
I'll tell you what, the only one I want more than Bill is Chevy.
I'd be all for it. Have me as a guest on your show, please.
Honestly,
I fucking love him.
Nah, you guys got to redo the episode for that. If you're doing Chevy Chase and Bill Murray, you just have to go drink and play pool and have somebody get with a camera.
Yeah.
Now, see, if I can get them both, I make them redo the fist fight from Saturday Night Live. That's perfection.
Shit, that's fucking great.
So who's got the Mama Fratelli trivia for this movie?
Go ahead. I don't.
Anne Ramsey, who played Mama Fratelli, is the woman in
from the Goonies.
Okay.
Yeah. And I believe she passed away literally like within that year after this was released. And it's always great to see her because Mama Fratelli from Goonies, but she's played in other roles, but it was really cool playing with a homeless chicken there. So what was that?
She is absolutely amazing. And she is one of my favorite impressions to do. Oh.
You know who we're talking about, right? Did you see her? All right, you remember Mama Fratelli from Goonies?
Yes.
She's in this. She's one of the homeless women.
Mm-hmm.
In that group of homeless women when Bill Murray's in the homeless shelter talking and they're all sitting around. Huh. Yeah, that's her.
When you're calling them dick.
Yeah. It's funny because we're trying to do that. He's trying to do like a reenactment of a Shakespearean play or something like that. I would have grabbed that clip, but I didn't want to make this a clip show. But it was a funny scene and everything else. Right. So, Mike, do you have any more trivia facts?
Yeah, Adam, you got anything?
This was the last performance of the Solid Gold dancers in this movie.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
You can hardly see the nipples.
Yeah, you hardly see the nipples. But
that was ad-lib, by the way.
Ended.
That was ad-lib. Like that wasn't in the script. He just said it, busted out, and they kept it in the script. You could hardly see the nipples.
Right. But yeah, their show ended in July of '87.
No shit.
This started filming soon after that, and so they brought him back for the filming of the movie.
Oh, that's really cool.
This was their last performance was in this movie.
That is awesome. Wow. I don't have any more trivia facts after that. I just got a couple. Like I said, I grabbed a couple because I knew Mike was going to grab some. Anything else, Mike?
Yep. So the cab company for the crazy cab driver.
Is it Taxi Driver?
Cab company.
Checkered.
Bell.
DC Cab.
It was Bell Cab Company.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that was a nod to Charles Dickens' novel, The Cab Company. Bell happened to be the name of Ebenezer Scrooge's first love in the original Dickens novel.
Oh, wow. That's pretty fucking cool.
That is a very buried little Easter egg there. I like it.
Mike is good.
That's a rabbit hole. That's a rabbit hole, Mike.
Yeah, Mike is really good at grabbing this stuff.
Grace's son, Calvin.
Uh-huh.
Her last name was Cooley. And he was named after U.S. President Calvin Coolidge, who was also known to be a man of very few words.
No shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Mike, you always grab some good stuff.
Yeah.
So this movie made 21% of its total gross, which was worldwide 100 million.
Mm-hmm.
100.3 million in its opening weekend. So it made 21% of its complete gross in its opening weekend. It dropped to number 9 in its second week.
Which I don't understand why. I mean, well, not many Christmas movies came out. I remember when National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation came out, there was only 2 Christmas movies that came out that year. I remember it was National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation and Prancer. I'm trying to remember what other Christmas movies came out in 1988. Can you think of any other Christmas movies in 1988?
I honestly, I couldn't think of many movies because that's when I was in the Navy, and like I was lucky to be able. I had leave between boot camp and my A school, and I was just able to go to the movies.
Actually,
I got to see this, and that was it.
There's actually a really classic one. Everybody's famous, what they think is a Christmas movie, Die Hard. That came out in 1988. And then,
I saw that one too because I saw that in the theater.
Yeah, and then
that is my favorite Christmas movie of all time.
And then Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh, there's
That's not.
I love Ernest.
Yeah, that's another one right there.
It's got Christmas in the title. How can that not be a Christmas movie?
Which one?
Ernest P. Whirl.
Oh man, Ernest. When it comes to the Ernest movies, I'd say the best Ernest movie is Ernest Scared Stupid and Ernest Goes to Jail. I think
Ernest Goes to Jail. I kind of enjoyed that one.
Yeah, Ernest Goes to Jail is fun, but Ernest Scared Stupid I actually saw in the fucking theater. I also saw Ernest Rides Again in the theater when I was a kid. I remember that came out like, I think 95 or 96. I actually saw that in the theater. I think that was in the theater for maybe like a fucking week where he rides a cannon. Do you remember that one? Ernest Rides Again?
No.
It's
I was
that
too
much
old
hated.
to see Ernest movies by then.
Oh man, Ernest movies are great, man. I mean, Ernest Saves Christmas was got some funny scenes, especially with the screaming elves on the back of the sleigh. But Ernest Scared Stupid with the trolls has always been one of my favorites. And the funny thing about that movie is that they reused the Killer Clowns from Outer Space for the trolls and just repainted them and rechanged them a little bit to be in the trolls and Ernest Scared Stupid. That's a trivia fact I've always. You ever seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
Yes.
And you seen Ernest Scared Stupid?
I have seen all of this Ernest movies.
Yeah, if you've seen the trolls in Ernest Scared Stupid,
Yeah.
those are actually the same from Clowns from Outer Space, just pre-painted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could tell it by some of them and everything else, but
Where their weakness is meow.
yeah.
You've seen all the Ernest movies?
Yes.
But every other movie we mentioned, you've never seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a known fact with Crystal and Chase. There's a lot of movies that they haven't seen.
I grew up on the Dark Crystal, the Labyrinth. When I was 6 years old, I would throw hissy fits if I couldn't go to bed with The Haunting on.
Haunting's a fun
I
movie.
get that. Horror is fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, she's a big horror fan. Nightmare on Elm Street is her love child right there.
My mom said I fucked up when I was younger. I walked in the room, she was watching it, and I saw the curtain scene where the little kid's hands are coming out to the lady on the bed in The Haunting.
Yeah.
And I would go to bed crying, like, Mom, I want to see the little girl in the curtains.
Oh, this is great. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pick our favorite scenes for the movie, and then we're gonna go into pint reviews. I think we've dived a lot into this movie, so I'm gonna start with Ray first, one of our first guests in the show. Ray, what is your favorite scene in the movie Scrooged?
I'm gonna go with the antler scene where he tells him to just staple them on
On the dormouse.
I think that's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, that's a funny scene. And stop that goddamn hammering! It just kept going over. Would you please, for the love
Fine.
of God, stop the goddamn hammering? That's a great scene. All right, Ray, that's a good one. Mike?
So this is really hard for me because I love this movie.
Yeah.
But I'm my favorite scene is the one where you start to see Frank Cross showing a hint of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the sewer scene when he sees Herman frozen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
And I think while he's still a bastard at that point, he shows like a bit of softness, and I think his heart begins to melt a little bit there.
Yeah.
And he does it with like his facial expressions. He doesn't really do it with anything from the script,
Right.
Verbally, but I think his acting shows it. So that's my favorite scene, because then right after that he pops out the door, comes sliding down, and starts screaming at everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool scene. How about you, Adam? What is your favorite scene in the movie?
The whole interaction between Frank and Loudermilk at the end, when he I'm alive. And he comes back and he starts hugging on Loudermilk and everything like that.
Yeah,
And,
that was
and
fantastic.
Loudermilk is like, this isn't the Frank I was looking for.
That was
that whole interaction right there at the end before he splits up and they go into the control room and all that stuff. Just everything right there in the office was fantastic.
Yeah.
Hell, I loved when he was like, "You guys better start partying." I swear to God, that was a window. That was an inanimate object. Just think what I'll do.
No, the part when he says that, I don't know where he's talking to the boss, and the boss called him, and he said, I don't know what he thinks this is he never thought of a way of a man before, but he kind of likes you in a funny little way. He thinks you're a flatulating butthead.
Called you a butthead?
That's so fucking hilarious in that scene. And actually the guy that was going to replace Frank Cross, what played the boss in Gremlins 2, the new batch, which I loved him in that. So okay, so that's your favorite scene. Crystal, what was your favorite scene in this movie? Do you have any? I mean, you did like the Ghost of Christmas Present.
I did, but honestly, my favorite scene is when the lady gets in the cab and he asks what floor.
What floor? Okay, that's your favorite scene?
I mean, let's be real. You get in a cab and you tell them, I need to go to this building, and they ask that question. You're like, exactly what the fuck are your plans here?
Chase, what is your favorite scene?
Honestly, I'd have to go with the final speech.
The final speech? You thought it was very...
It's the most powerful part of the whole movie.
You have a thing with speeches, just like the fucking Charlie Chaplin speech.
If they're really fucking good.
Yeah.
And while that one was fucking nuts, but, it was still powerful. You could tell, he was flustered and kind of having a mental breakdown, but that kind of added to it, I understand why they kept that rendition.
Yeah.
And when the kid just actually spoke, it fucking got me.
That's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome. All right. My favorite scene, I would say, you guys, it's probably different from all of you guys, but because I know you guys said he was the least of it, but the introduction when he first saw the first ghost, his boss, I really enjoyed that scene.
I love how he was saying bang, bang, pow.
I enjoyed that scene when he starts shooting the gun off and he says, keep it off the Bacardi and everything else. I enjoyed that, and it let me know what this movie was going to be. This is a comedy, and it went to and also the score of this movie by Danny Elfman, which is very, I think is a great score. It's very Christmassy, but very like Tim Burton-y. I don't know if you guys realize.
It's always good.
Yeah, it's a great score.
This is the blueprint for where he goes when he starts doing the Burton film.
Oh yeah. You could definitely tell a lot of themes were reused in Batman Returns. There was a lot of themes reusing that.
Yeah, this is how he learned to be a great composer for me.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. But no, seriously, that scene with his boss was probably my favorite. So, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and go into Pint reviews. This is wonderful. I think we're gonna have a very interesting variety of Pint reviews here because with the younger audience and the more older audience, I think it's gonna be different. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So. For this one, I will start with our younger audience first because, you want to wait?
No, I'm good. I'm just
Okay. So we're going to start with Crystal first. This is going to start off just great. So, Crystal, what are your enjoyment and critical for this movie? So, you know how our rating goes. Top five for critical and 5 for enjoyment. Is it going in the negatives here, or is it? I'm just curious. Let's see how it goes. Crystal.
For critical, I'll give it a 2.
Okay.
It was for what it was good. It was really good.
Would you watch it again?
Under duress.
Wow.
It's not as bad as the Star Wars Christmas special. I'll give it that.
That is bad. That is bad.
That's really setting the bar low there. Honey.
Check out our episode last year. We did a great episode on that. That was fun.
It was something.
Enjoyment.
Damn.
Hey, I'm curious. Let's see. What is it here? What is your enjoyment?
Because there were a few chuckles, I'll give it a 0.5.
A 0.5?
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Damn. Really?
I think I just died a little.
Okay. This is starting off with a bang. 0.5.
Like, what was the boss saying? Bang, bang, power?
Yeah, bang, bang, pow, boom.
Okay, so that's where you go. So you got a 2 for critical and a 0.5 for enjoyment. That is a record right there for a classic movie, too. Wow. Okay, so that's your reviews. All right, so we'll go ahead and go to Chase now. Let's see if his are any different. Wow, 0.5. You kind of made me get. I'm going to have a heart attack. I wasn't expecting that low.
I'm crying.
I was being nice.
Me too.
Oh, well, no, be honest. You got to be honest.
Oh no, I am being
Don't
honest.
be nice, be honest.
She fucking hates comedies,
I
man.
do, but there were a few scenes that were good, so it's like I'm being nice, and I'll actually give it something.
That's going to
The
look really
Juke
interesting on the card because I have a
just
feeling
gonna
there's going to be
be
higher
long.
ones in this. Chase, what are yours?
Critically, I'm gonna give it 2.5.
Okay.
It was a good idea, great premise. It was fun. I love that they stuck with the practical effects were goofy and enjoyable, but relayed what they were getting at. That's where I meant it kind of felt like high school theater. Is because a lot of the props were just goofy.
Yeah.
But enjoyment, I'll give this a 3.5.
That's actually pretty good. 3.5 is good.
I'll give this a 3.5.
So you'd watch this again?
Yeah.
You'd watch this again. Okay, that's better than I thought it would be. I thought it was gonna be close to hers. That's what I was a little worried about. But 2.5 and a 3.5. So 3.5 for enjoyment.
I
and
enjoy it. It isn't without its flaws.
It's not. Now you liked it a lot more at a younger age, and watching it with a critical view, has it changed, or do you think you enjoyed it more when you were younger?
I probably enjoyed it. Probably enjoyed it more when I was younger, just because of slapstick comedy.
Okay.
She hit me with a toaster.
The bitch hit me with the toaster.
Yeah, I probably got more of a kick out of it back then.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So that was interesting. Now we're gonna go into Ray. Get your critical and enjoyment here. I hope yours is a little different here because it seems like
critical. I'm gonna go with 4.
Oh, good.
I don't think it's a perfect movie, but it's, I mean, it's fucking Christmas Carol. It's hard to fuck that up.
Yeah.
No matter how you do it.
There's so
it's
many
still
renditions
good.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so I'm gonna give it a 4 for that, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it a 5 for enjoyment.
There you go. That's what I wanted to hear. Awesome. So you give this a 5 for enjoyment, and you watch this every year. This is a staple for Christmas.
Yeah, like I said, I'm 110 years old, so I've seen this movie 70 fucking times. In my lifetime.
Oh, she's watching on that thing. What? Oh, you go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it.
Ray, you look like my mother.
Thank you, because a lot of people want to fuck your mother, so I'm all on board with that.
I didn't even think about that. You have a point there. It's like a female version of Ray. We're going to have to send you a picture of her, Ray, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It is literally almost like picture, but she's female and you're male.
Can I get her phone number?
The sad thing is, y'all probably have the same
I've
sense of
always
humor.
wanted to have sex with myself.
Careful, she might fuck you.
All right, so we got Ray. So Ray, that's awesome. I love your review. All right, so Adam, what is your review of Scrooged?
Critical, I'm gonna say 3.5.
Okay, good.
There was some issues, especially with the final ghost, the Christmas Future. I think they just at that point they were just like, let's get this done and go on from there.
Yeah.
Enjoyment though, 4.5. This
4.5 is great.
Yes, yeah. So I can get over all the problems with it and just enjoy the movie.
And the thing
So
is, this is a Christmas staple for you every year. You watch this every year too. Yeah. So,
Try to. Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, we're seeing the whole difference between the ages over here. This is it. It's definitely showing when it comes to this. All right, cool, Adam. So now we're gonna go ahead and go to Mike from Take on the World. So Mike, what are your pint and critical enjoyment and critical? God, I'm fucking up on our own little review things. Your
So
enjoyment and
critical is
critical.
always hard for me.
Yeah.
So the first one I was on with you guys, and I did critical. I think I really screwed it up because the movie, I loved it, and there was so much when we did Starship Troopers. I think I really screwed that up. I don't want to screw this one up. I can't go by the script. because Bill Murray didn't follow the script.
Yeah.
I thought the acting was good. But you can't really go by acting with Bill Murray because he was going off script.
Right.
But he
You
made
can
it-
go by the acting and the script that you got.
I go by the genius of him doing his ad lib and making up his own
Yes.
lines, because if it's entertaining by what he does, then I think it's good shit. You
Well,
know, that's
and
how
you
I see
also
it.
have to remember the other actors were following the script to the best of their ability.
Right.
Right.
What he did is he I think he built a good story with his ad libbing. So again, the practical effects, I love that. I'm gonna give it 3 3/4
Okay.
for critical. And for enjoyment, like I love this movie. So I'm going 4 3/4. I can't give it a 5
Okay.
because it's not the best movie ever.
Yeah.
But it's one of my favorites, and I do watch it. I don't even wait for Christmas. Sometimes I just throw it on.
Oh, so you watch this year round?
Sometimes I'll just I just want to watch it.
Yeah.
So, but I do watch it every Christmas, and during Christmas time, I will watch my 3 top movies several times.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
4 3/4.
So 4 3/4, and what was your critical? 3
3/4.
3 3/4. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. I like that review. All right. Now I'm gonna go into the finale here for me. I'm the one who been wanting to do this movie for a while. This is a Christmas tradition for me. This is one of my top 3 Christmas movies of all time. I love this movie, and I've learned to love this movie more and more as I've gotten older. When I was younger, it was fun, and now I just fucking love it. All the other movies that have come out, it's very rare there's been a really good Christmas movie lately. There's some rare ones I love, like Office Christmas Party. I enjoy. That's a fun movie for a modern one. But this, to me, is one of my favorite renditions next to Alistair Sim's original 1956 version of A Christmas Carol. This is a more comedic, modern take, and I love Bill Murray. I enjoy Ghostbusters. I enjoy anything that Bill Murray's in. Lost in Translation, a very big suggestion. You should see that. But this movie is great. Critically, I think this is a well-done movie. Richard Donner is really good with comedy. He's done really well with comedies with kids, with Goonies. I mean, working with kids is hard. Superman. I mean, you can't go wrong with Christopher Reeve Superman. And Maverick. He's really good on the comedy. Even Lethal Weapon. Even Lethal Weapon goes in the Seriousville, but it also has that comedic timing in there, and I love it. With the chemistry between Danny Glover and Mel Gibson. But the fact on this movie, I enjoy it. I think this critically is a 4. I really think this is a 4 for me. I think they did a great job from what they had, from the script they went, even though he fell off the script, but Bill Murray made something of it to the point where he changed the script around and made it his own thing, and it worked for me. I enjoyed it. I laughed. I smile when I watch this movie. When I am sitting down on my couch and smiling at a movie, that means it's a good movie. I'm really into it. And so critically, this is a 4. Now for enjoyment, it's a fucking 5. This is a 5. This is one of my top 3 Christmas movies of all time, next to Christmas Vacation, and there's another one, and we'll talk about it in the tasting room here later this week. But seriously, this is a great movie. Bill Murray, this is one of my favorite Bill Murray movies next to Ghostbusters and Groundhog Day. That's another one right there, and Lost in Translation. But I enjoyed his craziness, just the way he acted as Scrooge. He played such a great dick in the beginning, and then he played like a fucking sweetheart at the end, and it just worked out so perfectly. The ghosts were hilarious. It was slapstick. It was comedy. It was adult. There was a lot of adult Easter eggs in there that I loved. It's just a fun movie. So this is considered to me a Christmas classic, and a lot of people won't consider it that way, but I do. So yeah, that's how it is, man. I really enjoyed having all you guys, you, Crystal, one of our ladies here from BAC, Chase, Adam, Ray from Deluxe Edition, and Mike from Take on the World. This was so much fun. So thank you for joining us for this Scrooge episode. So I'm going to let Ray and Mike plug their show. Ray?
Deluxe Edition with Casey and Ray. Find us on YouTube and everywhere else you can find a podcast. We have new episodes coming very, very soon.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to that. I missed you guys on the YouTube air. I can't wait to see your most recent episode. And Mike, how about you?
Mike D from Take on the World. You can catch us any place you listen to podcasts. If you go to Spotify, we have video on Spotify. We're on YouTube. And I also do Berks County Unsolved Deluxe Edition with Casey. And again, you can find us almost any place you listen to podcasts.
Fucking awesome. Awesome. And then we got Crystal. Go ahead and represent BAC.
Yep, we're the girl side of you guys. It's Barrel Aged Chicks. Got Snow, Sammy,
Yen,
Harley.
and Harley.
Harley. I'm sitting there like, I remember the end. I'm like, fuck, what's the name?
Crystal's done some great episodes. She's hosted like the Dark Crystal and some other great classic ones. I think you guys did Wendy's
Excalibur.
Wonderland or something like that with
Willie's.
Willie's Wonderland
Yes,
with Five Nights
Wendy's
at Freddy.
Wonderland. Yep, that's it.
I don't remember the name of
Page
it. is.
Master, Excalibur.
Yeah, done some classic episodes.
One of her top listened to, As Above, So Below.
Yes.
That's on y'all's.
Yep.
She was a guest on our As Above, So Below to
That
the
was
point where
phenomenal.
I sent you a text. I rewatched the movie. I like it so much more because of you. I actually enjoy the movie. So you changed my view of the movie. But seriously, check out BAC. Check out Ray from Deluxe Edition. I believe their episode's dropping here around the same time too, and I'm looking forward to them coming back. And Mike from Take on the World. Mike is actually coming down next year for my episode on my birthday weekend, The Big Lebowski, the Coen Brothers movie. Classic comedy right there. So make sure
Such a good one.
Yes, it's a classic. So make sure to hit like, comment if you like. Make sure to press that notification for the bell for our show. I mean, we this has been a great year, 2025, and I can't believe we're entering our 5th season of Barrel Age Flicks. 5th fucking season.
What does Stu say? Ring-a-ling, that ding-a-ling?
Ring-a-ling.
Ringling that dingling, baby.
There you go. We got Chase taking over for that since
Like
Stu's
and
not
subscribe.
here. Yep.
Let us know what you thought about the movie. And on our next one, let us know what your favorites are.
Oh, yeah.
For Christmas.
Yes.
Tell us your traditions. What's your favorite Christmas drink?
Yes.
That I want to know.
Yes.
Let us know if you'd like any particular content, request anything, think of a drink that we can do for it.
That'd be great.
Do both. We can't be thinking up everything here.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys listening.
All right. Well, that is the...
Have you guys done a Mad Dog 2020 grape yet?
No. But I'm up for it.
I think you got to find a movie to match that drink.
I'll let you take
a movie to match Mad Dog. Jesus.
Trading Places.
Trading Places
Yeah.
is a fun fucking movie. I love that movie. Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
And
That could be
fucking
good.
nice-breasted Jamie Lee Curtis. Whew. Yeah, that's a classic right there.
Any of you young folks have had Mad
Oh,
Dog
fuck
ever?
yeah.
Yes.
Fuck
yes.
yeah.
Okay.
I've had Mad Dog. Yes. Anyways, that is the end of our show. Make sure to check out those shows out, BAC, Deluxe Edition, and Take on the World. Thank you for joining us, and we're going to sign off now. Later, guys.
Catch you later.
We will see you guys next week for Goots episode, Rare Exports. So, later, guys.
I'm Paul.
Laters.